always good with you around, Mac.
Oh, shucks.
Now
Okay.
give us 3 level ups, right?
No, not yet.
A compliment will cost you.
So, last session, you guys finished up some business in Waterdeep. You got informed by Danilo that in the coming days he'd provide a mode of transport to the plane of water. So you waited a few days, finished up some research and training or whatever in Waterdeep, and then he took you to a teleportation ring beneath the Blackstaff Tower. And off you went, and you wound up in the City of Glass, where you wandered around for a bit. You made your way to the Leviathan's Lair, one of the 2 taverns in the city, where you were met with the barkeeper of the inn, named Willie, the water elemental with a pipe that bubbles came from.
We're gonna free Willy.
And in that tavern, you found some other tourists like yourself, some people not native to the plane of water, a human, a turtle, and a tiefling. You had a chat with them and found out they were called Max, Co, and Erasmus, each with their own respective classes and goals and sort of reasoning behind being here, mainly for a vacation. You asked some questions about the city. They said if you're looking to head out safely into the plane of water to look for some things, you can head over to the Diver's Den, and they could provide you with some resources. And yeah, you guys chatted for a bit longer. They recommended that the reigning sanctuary, the bathhouse and entertainment center, was definitely worth a visit if you are going to be staying here for a few days. So yeah, you guys finished up your encounter with them, and they went off into their respective rooms in the Leviathan's lair. So, with no apparent time frame, whether it's day or night, the city is yours. What would you like to do?
Got a couple of quick questions for you, Mac.
Sure thing.
So, what was the context that Danilo gave when he was describing these people that look like these people?
First off, that wasn't Danilo who described the people. It was one of the teachers at the Blackstaff Tower. Let me.
Oh, the necromancy teacher.
Yes. Felix Lungiv. Yes.
Awesome.
And he described when you went to check up about your condition, he mentioned that one of the aptly described people that you just met had a similar condition, but it wasn't the same. He was something called a Baal spawn. Bhaal spawn.
Okay. And which one of them matched that description?
That would have been the human, Max.
Okay. No worries. And then, follow-up question. The new locations that you have added to the map, what are they all?
Okay, so you're in the Leviathan's lair.
Yep.
Maru's Marvelous Makings is a magic shop where Max said that they visited and when you asked about caps of water breathing, they said, oh, they sell them there for relatively
Okay.
cheap. Reigning Sanctuary is the bathhouse slash entertainment center. Elemental's Elegance is the other tavern in the city. And the Diver's Den is sort of the highway, the information center for things that happen outside the City of Glass, and where the expeditions are sort of deployed from for sort of the city guard to go and get resources for the city.
Okay. Alright, well, Saren, where are we headed?
Well, that depends what people want to do.
Well,
You're a
I-
person.
my only initial thought was potentially if we do the Diver's Den first, we can at least get information on how people get the tiers and other stuff like that. And then once we have information, it could be a little easier to plan stuff.
Yeah.
Other than that, no real clue.
Probably need to head by the magical shop at one point, but that doesn't seem to be much of a priority either.
Well, do we know where these places are? Because we could just stop at
Yeah.
at the place, and then at the other
they were
place.
pointed out to you, yeah, by
So, yeah.
Willie.
Go.
It's a very well signposted city.
Yes.
Go magic store, Diver's Den, then the bathhouse. I guess if people wanted to.
Oh, that sounds like a plan.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
Mech, have we slept yet? Because I remember we bought rooms.
Yeah, it's like fucking 4 a.m. or something, isn't it?
yeah, give or take. Like it's 4 a.m., but the city is still bustling. Like
Yeah.
again, there's no real sense of time here.
Oh, I just mean for the purpose of us not getting exhaustion and all that sort of stuff.
No, I mean I would say that you guys have had a very long day, so you might need to rest. But you could probably go to the shop, go to the den, and then maybe relax in the bathhouse and then go to sleep. Like just sort of casual walking and such.
There's no reason to do that stuff whilst we're worn out. Unless people want to smash it out. Bless you.
I think I'm tired.
Lucia was tired. Anyone else?
A good rest doesn't hurt, so I'm completely fine.
You know, I always want to smash it out.
Oh no.
You sound barbarian. You're forced to multi-class now.
No, you sound barred.
Yeah.
That's two ways to smash Mac.
Wait a second. Fuck.
So you guys gonna catch up on a long rest and then explore after you've done that?
Let's do it.
All right. So you head up to your rooms, and they were, I think I said they were 3 gold each.
Do they have water beds?
Yeah, they have all types of accommodation in the Leviathan's lair.
I would imagine that some of the rooms would just be like a swimming pool with some cushions in it.
Well, yeah, I mean, they've got to sort of accommodate, water elementals, tritons, merfolk, and humans and such. So
I will point out that I'm having Baileys tonight.
Very good. Don't do
Homemade.
your usual trick when drinking whilst playing D&D.
No, I'm not mixing. It's homemade Baileys with coffee rum.
okay.
Enjoy.
So
I'm drinking Ribena.
Wait, is this serious? What the fuck? Apparently a sea serpent can't breathe water. This will
I
be
mean,
relevant at some point, I promise you.
Whales cannot breathe water, Josh.
No, but like they can hold their breath for a really long time.
Yeah, so can sea serpents.
Apparently not.
Yeah, I had a look at it earlier. I was like, that doesn't seem right.
Yeah, give it to him.
This will become relevant. Maybe especially for you, Ben. Let me just say that. I'm making preparations.
Okay, so yeah, the rooms are 3 gold each.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, it's pricey here.
It's a tourist attraction. What do you expect?
Yes.
Icy, didn't you pay for everyone's rooms last session?
I think I did, yeah.
Okay, so you're handed your room keys, and you sort of head up the stairs, and there's room numbers on the keys, and you match them up to the doors. And you head inside your room, and it's a very spacious. Considering how sort of tightly packed the rooms were next to each other, you're surprised that the rooms are as spacious as it is. It seems like it's almost like its own sort of mini pocket dimension type thing.
That's cool.
And
We have the wee tent as a hotel room.
and you head in, and there's like a small little lounge room, sort of off in one area, and then there's in the bedroom there's these like water lanterns where there's some flashing lights, and it looks like water is just rising up. It's one of those optical illusions. I'm not sure if you know it.
It just sounds like a lava lamp.
Wait, what do you mean, sorry, Mick?
So let me see if I can find it. Can't really find it, but basically, sort of off on either side of your guys' beds, are these two sort of rectangular spaces encased in glass, and you can see inside of it. There's like a constant sort of dim pulsing of light, and it's creating an optical illusion of water droplets rising up.
That's cool.
And yeah, you can see there's like some dials on the bottom of the rectangles of glass, just to looks like adjust the brightness and of the.
Would Dolo know what a dial is?
I would say no. You know what valves are, but this type of dial you haven't seen before. Like, it's a strange knob.
You know all about strange knobs.
Takes one to know one.
What an insult.
Got him.
And yeah, the bath looks very luxurious in these rooms. Yeah, it's essentially equivalent to a 4-5-star room.
I go straight to sleep.
Okay.
Dolo will have a bath and proceed to leave like a load of sediment and dirt from his hair in the bottom of the tub.
Okay.
At least it's from your hair, let's be real.
So
He doesn't poop rocks.
So as you sort of
Guinea pig.
as you finish the bath, and you sort of hop out, dry yourself, and get ready to head over to the bathroom, when you sort of drain the bath, the water becomes sentient for a second and just sort of wipes itself all the way around the bath and gets all the grime and the dirt and such that came off you, and it just sucks it all down the drain.
Wonder who you were bathing in.
I've seen this episode of Futurama before. Is Dolo about to become the king?
Did I just take a bath in a slime girl?
Oh God.
You're assuming it's a girl. Quite.
Um, yeah, little concerned by that. But we'll go to bed nonetheless.
Okay. Alright. Anyone else want to fiddle around in their rooms, or?
I'm just going sleepy sleep.
I'm slightly afraid to now, if I'm honest.
You don't know about the shower, Sherry.
No? Alright. So,
Fuck what you had planned.
so, you guys daddle in your rooms for a bit, and then you head off to bed. The beds are pretty comfy, and you wake up feeling refreshed, and yeah, it's a bit odd when you wake up because there's no real sort of sunlight, sort of peering through a window type thing. But yeah, you get up nonetheless and make your way out to the main room of the tavern where would they be here? No, they wouldn't. Well, yeah, where you all meet up and so yeah, what would you like to go do?
Another gift shop.
To the gift shop.
The shop of gifting.
Okay, so we head off to Marvu's, and on the outside the shop doesn't really look like much. Relatively standard appearance, nothing to scare off customers or really draw them in. But as you sort of step inside, let me get this ready. So as you step inside, the first thing you notice is sort of the atmosphere and the color of the walls. There's these, the walls are colored sort of a dark purple, with these sort of glowing white dots that seem to sort of very faintly just sort of shift and move around on the walls. And you can see there's some look like dream catchers of sorts just dangling down from the roof, and the shelves are lined with stock of some items. And there looks to be some vials on another side of the shop, and you see manning the counter is sort of in the center of the shop. It's like a rectangle in the center of the shop, and standing behind the counter is this handsome lad right here.
Oh, he is indeed quite handsome. He's also wearing a slate color.
What?
Huh? What?
Oh, he is!
I love the immediate go from what to, oh, so he is.
I was like, he's wearing a prison uniform. Oh, there's a collar.
That's a twink right there.
That's a priest.
Don't take the outfit at face value. He's actually wearing a
Nothing at all.
No, he's wearing a sort of yeah, here it is. So he's wearing a very, what's the right word?
You'll get there.
Bougie?
Yeah, his style today is actually polka dot. Funnily enough, so it's not a black and white polka dot. It's actually a purple and white theme. He's sort of wearing this fancy suit that is has these purple polka dots around him, and sort of draping off the end of his tail are these piercings and chains that seem to just sort of dangle and sort of rattle as he sort of shifts his tail
Would
back and
one
forth.
describe his outfit as fabulous?
Extremely.
Very good. It was Mardi Gras yesterday? No,
Fabulous,
Carnival.
fabulous and flamboyant.
Alright, Maury, you're up.
No, that's alright. I give a gentle shove towards Saren to push her towards the front.
I look very confused back at Maury.
That's right. This is your trip.
Come
You're in
in,
charge.
come in, don't be shy. Welcome to Marvu's Marvelous Makings. I'm your host, Marvu. Please, do step forward.
And
Wait,
how
his
long
name
did
is Marvu?
Yes.
How long did you spend
I've
practicing
lost
that
my
one?
level 8 sheet.
Well, that was silly. Do it again.
No, my sheet is corrupted.
So, do you not have your level 7 sheet?
I do.
Do you have a
So,
previous backup?
Just level it up.
Check the one that you sent to me.
Yeah, but I've added a lot of shit.
Well,
Also, Mech, on the map, it's called Maru, not Marvu.
so it is. I missed that. Thank you.
Idiot.
Shut up, Kessler.
Shut up, Casper.
No.
Well, yeah, that's fair enough.
Can't argue with that. Sorry I said anything.
Yeah, you fucking bitch.
How can I help all these fabulous faces?
Another gentle shove towards Saren's back.
I look at Maury and say, "You're the fucking wizard. You were in a magic shop. What do I
And-
know?"
Mr.
don't know.
Maru,
Ask the questions.
Marvu.
we cannot breathe water. Oh,
We
Mr.
cannot
Mavu.
Oh no.
Your map screwed me over, Mech. Mr. Mavu, we cannot breathe underwater.
I see.
We were told by some lovely other air breathers that you were the place to remedy that.
Air breathers. I must use that. Well, you've come to the right place, I must say. I can interest the idea of some caps of water breathing. They're a popular seller for tourists like yourself.
Indeed.
And he sort of pulls up from behind the counter this sort of wide array of styles of caps of water breathing. One style's got like bubbles, and another has a snorkel, and yeah, it's just a bunch of different styles. I take it, will these suffice? Or are you looking for something more dashing?
One quick
Actually-
second to cut you off, sorry. What were the 4 potions again?
Oh,
Invisibility, growth, clairvoyance, and vitality.
Thank you.
No problem.
alrighty. As a question then to the shopkeeper, would you happen to have, in this case, some cloaks of manta ray? Or manta ray's cloak, 'cause I'm not really sure how one refers to them.
Cloak of the Manta Ray. Yes, I do have a few in stock. Are you interested in spending a pretty penny for such items?
Perhaps, depending on how badly it will break the bank. Could I get a pricing on both of those items, if that's alright?
Of course. Let me just get them and judge their condition.
Gosh, a ring of swimming might be much cheaper.
I know, but this is also much more convenient. I mean, you would like to both be able to move through the waters freely, as you do breathe in it freely, would you not?
Right, here we are, and he brings 3 cloaks with him. Right. Yes, this is the one that was second hand that I patched up. And these two are ones that I ordered in. Right. Well, these cloaks are about 500 gold each. Though if there is a bulk purchase, I can think we can come to an agreement on a discount.
What would the cost difference be comparing buying a ring of swimming and a cap of water breathing compared to a cloak of the manta ray?
Yeah.
I am quite poor.
Ollie, do you actually have any gold left over?
I do.
Uh-huh.
Didn't we get a shit ton of gold from the king?
I immediately spent it all on magic items.
Fellow lost it all
So,
on boat racing.
What the fuck? Bro, you dumb.
I spent
What?
half mine on 4 potions.
Casper, I have invisible gloves.
No one can see them, yet they look fabulous.
Aspen looks at them and says, "No, you don't. They're just your hands."
I spent 2,000 gold on 8 potions.
Okay.
Sorry to dump math on you there, Meg.
Alright. That's
The audacity.
okay. Says, well, the cloaks are, arguably speaking, the best combination of both, and it allows you to move faster than a ring of swimming would. But if you're looking to purchase both of them individually, the caps are, yes, caps are 75 gold, and the ring is about, yes, 300 each.
Alright. And how much was the
I think he said the cloak was about 500.
500 each, yes.
there's only 3 cloaks, yeah?
Yes, only 3 cloaks.
I'm okay with not having a cloak.
Oh, I can just make a cloak.
Are you sure about that?
Wait, can't I?
Is that one of the magic items you're able to replicate?
Yeah, I think so.
I know you can do a cap of water breathing.
He actually can. Funnily enough, Casper can. It is a level
Yeah.
6 item for artificers.
So I can make one, I don't need one myself. I can also make a cap of water breathing, so that's 3. We only need 3 more.
Wait, why don't you need one?
He's a water genasi, my good sir.
Oh.
You fucking...
You remember how that
retard?
whole dynamic of they were predominantly a genasi party?
Oh, I don't
He's
think-
just so in line with everybody else that he thought
I know,
Casper
Dollar. I know.
was something else.
Alright, so if Casper makes me a cap of water breathing, and I just buy myself a ring of swimming,
Boom, bada bing.
and then, what did you say, Casper, in terms of items you can create? You can
I can
also create a cloak of the manta.
Yeah.
Alright.
How much
So-
gold did you guys split? Or how much did each get?
Oh, shit, what was it, Meg?
I
Do you
don't remember.
Oh my god, they're fucking
It's in the
cracking.
VOD somewhere, right at the start.
Yeah.
I think it was 15,000 divided by all of us.
Okay.
Honestly, not as much as I expected, to be honest, after clearing out the entire castle and then not being given the castle.
Yeah, 3,000 gold per person.
What?
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
got
but-
scammed.
Casper, you need to delete the previous gold that you stole because we added that into the total.
I actually didn't steal gold. I only stole
Well,
platinum.
not stole, but you know the stuff that you took from the Dragon Horde?
Yeah, I didn't take gold. I only took platinum.
Well, we added the value of what you took into the total and then divided it.
Yeah.
So just make sure you remove that.
Yeah, I've removed it.
Cool.
Oh.
Alright. So we need... What did you say? We need 1 ring of swimming and 2 cloaks of the manta, I think.
I hate doing maths in my head.
What item do you want, Josh?
I'll take a manta cloak.
Because I'm already wearing 2 cloaks.
You can be
What,
the
you're
king
saying
of
you
cloaks.
can't have a third?
One of them is a double-sided cloak.
Yeah, I can just touch your cloak and then make it a cloak of Monterey.
Both sides already have magical effects.
He can wear this
no,
one around.
Yeah.
I have the effects of 3 magical cloaks right now.
Yeah, but one of them is not double-sided.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
it doesn't work like that. You can't touch a magical item and make it and replicate it.
You just make another cloak, and then I'd be walking around wearing 3 cloaks. At the moment, one of them is a cape, and the other is a cloak. So I'm wearing the cape like over one arm, like I'm cool.
You're not cool though.
Just don't tell them that.
Yes, it seems we'll only need 2 cloaks and a singular ring.
Alright.
I'll take a cloak.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, don't we need one for the fucking Phoenix as well?
Phoenix can go on the teapot.
Sherry, do we need to... Saren, sorry. Do we need to get a jar to put the phoenix in?
I don't know, because I don't know what rules it falls under in terms of, like, other familiars
Actually, it'd
and
be
stuff.
so handy to have it in a jar, because you could use it as a light.
I
And
don't
then she
think the
drops
Phoenix
it and
would
it
like that
begins
very
falling
much.
slowly into the abyss.
Neck,
The jar
what?
would have air in it, it would float.
So the way I see your your familiar is that when it sort of if it were to die or you unsummon it, it goes into the lantern. You can put it in a jar, but it'll run out of oxygen pretty fast in there.
Are there decanters of endless air? Is that a thing?
There's a decanter of endless water.
I could have sworn there was an opposite to it.
I don't know if there's an air, I just know that there's definitely
No,
a water.
There's no air, unfortunately.
It's like in the fucking Lorax when they open a can.
Yeah.
Well, then, Mac, do we need to get one of the things for the bird or no?
Well, you can put your bird in the lantern and it'll be fine.
Yeah, but I can only do that once a day, so I can't get it back out. Does it have
no,
the...
if you just dismiss it, it goes into the lantern. That's what Meg said before.
I thought if it died, it went...
No, the Pact of the Chain is similar to Find Familiar, right? So
Well, it just then it has its own pocket dimension that I
Yeah.
can summon it to
Yeah.
and
That
from.
pocket
yeah.
dimension just happens to be shared by TL.
yeah.
Well, then my only question is, if I'm summoning it into water, is it going to die?
No, it won't like it. It won't die, but it just won't like it.
Unlike you.
Well, I mean, I feel like Saren would still die, but sure.
No, your
well,
hair just becomes bubbles. It looks like an underwater like thermal vent.
Look, at least I won't sink like a rock.
Well, that was what I was gonna test when we get to the bathhouse.
Okay.
Just gonna walk along the bottom.
It's official. Dollars. This is the first time Dollars had a bath. He's never been in water other than today.
No, he has. He's just never tested if he can walk along the bottom. It's always just been like a, look, under the streams underneath mountains, fucking cold.
And stop being a bitch.
And when you suspect that you don't float, you don't tend to just jump into the river and the sea, you know? Alright. I'll turn to Marvu and say, 1 ring of swimming and 2 cloaks of the manta, please.
Well, that comes to 1,300 gold.
And do you have any funny, weird, interesting items just
Who's
flying around?
That's
That
Casper's.
is Casper.
Hmm?
Casper, your
Yeah.
mic's picking up something in the background. It's very staticky.
What was your
Yeah. Does he have any
question?
funny items, Mech? Things that interest an adventurer.
Well, let me see. Sort of looks all of you up and down, trying to consider what would be useful or funny to give or to offer. And he says, I do have I may have a few things. He heads over to one side of the store where there seems to be a few sort of assortments of these fancy decorative jugs and such, and he takes one and he says, can you guess what this is?
It's not a jar of dirt, is it?
It looks like a jug.
You have an observant eye, my friend.
I'm well known for it, thank you.
Hold out your hand.
I remove my invisible gloves and tuck them into my belt.
Don't forget where you
Interesting.
put them.
Do they immediately become visible when I take them off, Mech?
Let me check. Gloves of thievery.
Yeah.
They're invisible while worn, so yes.
Awesome.
So they just suddenly appear. Interesting. And he slowly pours the jug, and out pours water. And he says, "Give it a taste."
I have a brief flashback to the bathtub, and then I have a sip.
It's salty water.
You have a jug of salt water.
Not only that, and he says, "How about some fresh water?" And he pours it into your hand again, and you taste it. It's fresh water.
I put my hand up. Can it turn into any liquid?
It has limitations, and he sort of reaches back on the shelf where there was where he took it from, and a small slip of paper is there, and he sort of hands you the slip of paper, and it shows what it can produce. This is an alchemy jug, so it can produce acid, basic poison, beer, honey, mayonnaise, oil, vinegar, fresh water, salt water, and wine.
There are no
Yeah.
sirens tears on
I was
that
gonna say,
list.
do you have one that makes sirens tears?
Guys, it produces mayo. What more can you want?
My kind sir, I have a item that I wish to understand if you have.
What is that?
An amulet of health. One of my teachers had it a while ago when I was training. It looked rather magical. I was wondering if you knew about it and or had one.
Well, yes, I have heard of one. I will have to give me a moment. Let me see if I can
Saren pointedly looks down at the amulet on her neck and says, "Huh, interesting question to ask a stranger. I've had one since the elves.
An amulet of health.
Yeah,
Yeah, she has.
The one that sets your constitution to 9. Oh,
yeah.
I would have loved to have that. I'd be more tanky at that point. You know what? I don't know that you have that, so I'm gonna.
Everyone was mad about getting downed after one shot, so
Yeah.
got a tattoo of AC and an amulet of Constitution.
And I mean, that's why she's somewhat more tanky than Lucio at this point in terms of health.
Literally.
I mean, I've only got 67 HP.
That is the same as me.
The highest person with the highest HP is Aspen with 75, I believe.
Look, I'll catch up one day.
So
I keep saying I'm not a tank, guys.
So Marvu, he puts the jug back and says, the blue and the orange one there, they produce slightly different ones. If you are going to test it out, do pour it over that grate below you, and you can see there's a small grate where you were standing where he was pouring it into.
You look around the room and notice many, many puddles of mayonnaise.
Or what you think is mayonnaise.
Oh no.
So he heads off into sort of behind the desk in the middle of the shop to look for Luciu's request. You guys want to test out?
Whilst he's rummaging, I'll also yell out, also, if you've got any souvenirs for the plane of water, I'd love one to bring back with me.
Of course. So a moment passes and comes back.
Can you imagine a snow globe of the city? Because the city is in a snow globe.
Does that make it a snow globe in a snow globe, or is it not that Inception-y?
Nolan looks confused.
So he comes back, and he has in his hand a one amulet, along with a small little round container that's currently shut at the moment. He says, "Yes, I have one more amulet left, and this is a small container of souvenirs, so to say." And he opens it up, and inside there's like, it's just an assortment of small things like it looks like this little sort of foam water drop just hanging on a string. It resembles an air freshener. He says, you put this, you hang this up sort of outside, produces a nice smell of the sea. Some people like it, though I don't know, I don't really see the appeal, though I've probably gotten used to it.
Mac, does everything smell like the sea down here?
More or less, yeah. And he puts that back in the container, and yeah, there's just sort of these odd trinkets and such. There's like a small little there's some stickers of water elementals in different shapes and sizes. There's there's a small figurine that seems to resemble a very at first glance looks like a very fat fish of sorts, wearing these elegant robes almost, and Maury, make a history check for me.
I sure can, sir. 1 second.
Why do you never ask Dollar to make history checks?
Okay, Dollar, roll a
Because
history
he
check.
knows better.
So,
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
how much would all of this cost?
Buddy.
With total, we're looking at about 1,300 before
That-
any of the extra items.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what the figurine looks like. Mari, you'd recognize it to be a married, a water genie.
They're always so scaly.
So wait, is that Aspen's dad?
Yeah, it's one of Aspen's ancestors, I'll say that.
Adoptive. So, well, if you are looking to purchase
Oops.
those two cloaks, the ring, that amulet, are you interested in any of the jugs?
I like jugs, but I'll have to pass on these ones.
That's unfortunate. They make great
Even
gifts
with
at
alchemist
parties.
fire?
As much as I would love an unlimited supply of alchemist fire. I can't
But the
afford it.
unlimited
Oh,
supply
hang
of
on, how
beer.
much is it? How much would the jug be?
The jug is 100 gold.
Oh, that's actually quite a good pricing.
I mean,
Yeah.
Theron can definitely afford it.
Well,
Theron just probably
just put
couldn't
it up. Just
carry
put
it.
it up. I have an idea.
Okay, so
Okay, so I have an item.
the amulet of health, that runs you 750.
Okay. So in total, how much would that be?
So 750 plus the two cloaks plus the ring, that's coming to 2050 gold at the moment.
Darren,
Okay.
do your thing.
No, wait. Aspen, what do you want to add?
Do you have, per chance, an all-purpose tool?
All-purpose tools.
Preferably, the best or the
You mean a Swiss Army
best they
knife?
have.
Hmm.
No, it's like a really good thing for artificers.
While he's looking, can I unattune from the belt of Dwarvenkind?
Sure.
Interesting plan.
So, an all-purpose tool.
If you want an all-purpose tool, we have one right here, and I point towards Dolo.
Well, is currently scratching his back with his sword.
I'm so glad you said back and not ass.
Oh no, it slipped in again.
Yes, I do have a few of them, though they aren't the best of quality from what I've seen, but they are still magical in a sense, and he leads you over to them. They are simple +1 all-purpose tools. And,
How much does a +1 all-purpose tool cost?
+1 will run you here 500.
No, I'm not going with that.
Can you not afford it, Aspen?
No, but I really want a +3, and I'm not gonna.
You aim quite high.
Yeah, I know, but that's the. I feel like I have to do it to make the Supreme Warforged, you know?
So, Mr. Maru, how much would all of this come to together?
2050.
Would you be able to drop it if I exchange some magic items of my own?
It would depend on the items.
I show him the belt of Dwarvenkind and the ring of evasion.
He looks at them. This is it's a very nice belt. And he sets it down and he takes a look at the ring of evasion.
I also have a few dragon items if you are interested.
Dragon items. Show me.
I show him my shield, just to entice him, and the bones and fangs I have left over, which are 5 fangs and 10 bones.
That shield looks very well made.
I'm just showing you the shield as a what can be made out of these items.
Oh, well,
Sorry, they'd kind of beat me up if I sold it too early. You know what I mean.
well, I respect your ambitious offer. However, dragon parts, I can't make much out of them. They are more fit for blacksmiths and such.
No, that is understandable. I put the dragon stuff back in my bag.
However, this belt, I think it could fetch a very nice price. Let's say I knock off. Make a persuasion check, Lishu.
Ugh. +1. I'm re-rolling. I can't.
That would.
Can I use inspiration? I'm kidding.
I used Flash of Genius to make that a 7. Wait, no, wasn't it my Artificer level? Wait.
It's plus your intelligence modifier.
Okay, yeah.
It says, well,
I'm back.
I could knock off about 300 gold.
I add on the clockwork amulet.
I'll knock off about 350.
I'll take the 300 as I put the clockwork amulet back in my bag.
Okay, so it's a total of 1750.
I'll offer up 1,000, as it's not just me paying for it.
I put up 200.
550 left.
I'll put in 250.
Okay.
I'll put in the rest, I guess.
300 from you, Aspen.
Even though I'm not buying any of this shit.
I mean, I can put in the 300 if you want. I don't care.
Nah, it's
It is
fine.
your cloak.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I'm saving us gold, you know?
Okay, so 300 from you, Sherry. 250 from Josh, 200 from Dollar, and 1,000 from Lishu. Alright. He takes the gold along with the belt, and he asks, would you like these wrapped up?
No, I think we'll have to equip them anyway, so I think we can just take them individually.
Thank you for the offer, though, good sir.
Not a problem. Thank you for shopping at Marvu's Marvelous Makings. I've been your host, Marvu, and I do hope to see you again soon.
Thank you, Marvu.
Nolo, why don't you change your name to have like that kind of fame? I think it would like really be cool, you know?
What, you think I should be Dolo Dolo?
Yes.
No, he should be Dolo the Rock Boy.
Should be Dolo Dolo Might.
Doesn't it have a nice ring to it? Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna spend some time attuning to the thing.
Okay. So,
Here you go.
it's rare, so that'll take a minute.
I only need a singular manta ray cloak, so I'm all good.
Yeah, so...
Sherry, you got a cloak of the Manta Ray.
Doesn't require
Yeah.
attunement.
I'm out of places to put magical items.
So I will beepity boppity boo give wait, do you have a cap on you?
Kappa Kappa.
Do you have a cap on you, Wacko?
No.
Well, go get one, you fucking.
No, you create it. You don't have to turn something into it. You just make
No,
it poof out of
no,
midair.
no. I have to turn something into it. I have to
Yes.
touch a normal item.
He has to touch
Does
a
it
normal.
have to be a hat?
I don't fucking know, but it would be more funny if you wore a fedora.
Alright, I'll walk back inside really quickly.
Well, no, like, do you convert a random item into a hat of water breathing, or do I give you an item and it becomes a shoe of water breathing?
All right.
You know.
Let's go to Artificer.
How do you spell the cape?
Manta ray to its MAN.
Cloak
TN.
Cloak of the Manta Ray.
It's in the list. I just scrolled for it.
Yeah,
Um,
I said it was. I kept putting cape instead of cloak.
Yeah.
The alchemy jug also makes wine.
Yes.
Very nice.
I am not an alcoholic.
You will be.
Okay.
No.
So
You have no choice.
let's see.
Oh, I reckon my mental abilities.
So let's just check. Infuse item. Gain the ability to imbue mundane items with certain magical infusions.
It sounds like you need the item or
Yes.
need an item to infuse.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Alright.
the thing is, do I need a fucking
Yes.
cap
So,
to do it?
so
Like, yeah.
whenever you finish your long rest, you can touch a non-magical object and
Yeah.
imbue it with one of your artificer infusions, turning it into a magic item.
I walk
Yeah.
back inside the store.
Only works on certain kinds of objects as specified in the infusion's description.
Would it work on my
Yeah.
hood?
No.
Okay.
I think you need a cap.
You need
Alright.
a cap.
Sorry
I
to
go
bother
into
you.
the store.
Oh, you're
Don't
doing
worry.
it? Okay.
Oh,
No, I'm
welcome
with you. I'll
back.
follow with you.
Very nice. Hello, sir. Sorry, we
Did
we
you
just
miss me?
realized. Oh, actually,
Yes.
I did a little bit. You are quite an interesting individual.
Oh, stop it.
But yes, sorry to bother you. Our dear friend over here, and I point over to Dolo, needs a cap. Not one of the water breathing kind, more of a very fabulous, I believe.
Fashion statement.
Please, the least fabulous. I try to
He's
go
trying to be
unnoticed.
humble.
Oh,
He-
no.
he-
We must make it fabulous. And he goes over to an area so that was just he just sort of reaches behind next to where he pulled up the water breathing caps from. And you can see there's a bunch of different hats right there. These are these.
I'd like to walk
Glorious.
over to the pile of hats.
Okay, so there's all different types. There's berets, fedoras, just standard front caps.
Can I pick my head in?
Sure.
He needs one to feed his ego.
Ah, excellent. Well, then I would recommend these two. Are you going to take
thank
his
us later.
recommendation?
What do I see?
So he's got one of the hats is fedora,
Oh yes.
and another one is a boater.
I don't know what a boater is.
Yeah. What the fuck is a bota?
Look up boater, Boater.
No, I feel like that will give me some
Wow.
not safe for work.
Does he have any top hats?
Really?
A fedora.
Noticed.
Yes, there are a few top hats.
Okay, I pick up one of the top hats and I'll keep looking. You said they were berries. Does he have like a farmer's flat cap?
That yes. I will only imbue that with magic.
Yeah, no, he does. He also has a cowboy hat. There are some beanies. There's a deerstalker hat. Let me just look up some images of hat types real quick. I'll pop them in a general.
I love how it's, in theory, Wacko should get to pick what his character wears, but it's 100% up to what Casper is willing to actually enchant for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's completely at my mercy.
All right. These are all the hats that are available, basically.
Oh.
Shall I get the Chinese cone hat?
Get him a raccoon, the raccoon hat.
Can you get a fez?
No. So Wacko.
I get to choose, thank you. This is my
No,
hat.
I'm just saying I want. Again, I want to enchant unless it's a beret, a balaclava, a coonskin hat, or a fedora.
So it's wax nail.
Hey, you can't even see the selection of hats, so shush.
No, but you know my preference, you know.
Perfect.
Yes.
No, it should naturally just come with water breathing.
No,
Like,
because
non-medical property.
no, because that needs a tube to the fucking overworld.
Alright. Alright, you guys can choose. I'm gonna give you some options here. The options are gonna be the Breton cap, the Ivy cap, or the balaclava.
The balaclava.
Any other votes?
No, I'm just making some fun.
Maury, Sarah?
Wait, where are the first ones that you said?
They're both on the second image from Mac.
Yeah, the Breton cap and the Ivy cap, or the balaclava.
Balaclava is top left. Breton
Yeah.
cap is near the bottom, and the beret is
No, Ivy cap on the right
Ivy,
side.
Ivy cap.
No, we all know he needs to have the hard hat. Because he's very accident
I already
prone.
have a hard head.
I'm still sold on the scuba,
Yeah,
Dolly, you would like to feel safe, wouldn't you?
but I also feel like that would 100% impact your vision.
I don't think Dollo has the strength to run around with that on his head.
I would say the Ivy cap, but it has to have like the Scottish material. Like it has to have the
Alright, Mac, I grabbed the Ivy cap.
Okay. Would you like?
fuck yeah.
He says to you, I can recolor it if you would like. It would cost a little bit of a sum, but I can
Make
do
it
it.
invisible.
It has to look like a kilt, you know? That's what I'm talking when I say the Scottish material.
You mean
Oh,
tartan?
plaid.
So
There we go.
So
I couldn't remember the name.
So it currently looks like it does in the picture, but it does say I can change the color if you would so like.
It'll do.
He sort of leans over to Maury and says, "Your friend doesn't have much of a sense of style."
Yeah, he was born in a
I'm
cave.
currently wearing 2 cloaks. I am
As
the
we were
most
saying.
stylish.
He was born in a cave. You'll have to forgive him. He's working on it.
He
He's
seems to be
Also,
overcompensating.
I smell of brimstone, by the way.
I promise you, we're trying. Hard, but we're trying.
Okay, so he says, "Well, if you're looking to buy that cap, it's just a measly 2 silver."
I hand over the silver.
Pleasure doing business with you again.
I'm sure we'll be back.
Well, it didn't take long the last time.
I get that a lot.
I'm not sure if that's a good thing, Dollar.
I
no
turn
zone of
out and
truth
I
active.
toss the hat to Aspen.
Ba-da-da-da.
Aspen's got to do it
Okay.
over a long rest.
Yeah. It has to be after a long rest.
Yep.
Aspen sits down.
Okay. So, you guys finish up there. Where are you heading?
All right.
To the diver's den.
Okay.
Feels good to have health. I
But
can
I'm
now
curious. Sorry, go.
I can actually now tank.
You could have been tanking well before now.
No,
Don't you say that.
no, I needed this amulet.
You had
You
more
really
hit points than
didn't.
me already.
No, I needed this amulet.
Okay, alright. Also, Mech, I'd like to see what the glowy bubble things are on the way through.
What was that?
On the way to the diver's den, I'd like to see what the glowy bubble things are in the water.
Oh no, we're gonna lose Ben, aren't we?
Oh, those? Okay. So, walking by, oops. So walking by, you, as I described last time, this sort of swimming area seems to almost function like a wave pool of sorts. You can see in the middle, there are these water elementals that are messing with the surrounding water and creating waves that seem to trail off at the coast here. And these are, it seems to be like some diving platforms of sorts. You can see there are some, seems to be like a very large scale sort of swimming pool almost that's just out in the open, and you can see a bunch of Triton kids, Sea Elf kids just sort of running around. You see sort of posted up along the sides here a bunch of people sort of sitting down chatting, look to be adults, parents. There are some swimming in the water. Yeah.
Alright. That's all good. Keep walking, unless anyone wants to do anything.
I'm fine leaving
Fucking
though.
hell, sea elves look weird.
That is probably an opinion you should keep to yourself.
Okay. So, you make your way to the diver's den, and where would they be? Oh yeah. So actually, sort of around about up here, as you're walking by, you do see sort of on the other side of the road, Max, Seo, and Erassus. They seem to be walking from the direction of the diver's den, and Max is the first to notice your group, and he waves. He doesn't come over, but he just gives you all a wave as you pass by. You can see that Erassus, he seems to be holding Bimmy in his turtle hands, and Bimmy seems to be powered down almost, and he's sort of tinkering with Bimmy's wings, and Seo seems to be eating some sort of ice cream as the group just walks down past you all.
What did it look like they were doing?
Just wandering around. Erassus was sort of lost in his own world, tinkering with Bimmy. They came from the direction of the diver's den. There are numerous shops along this sort of road here, so you can assume they might have just been exploring the city, seeing what shops are around. Apparently there's some ice cream down here by the looks of it.
But as we're sort of walking past them, I'll say, busy day today?
Erassus still sort of headstrong in his tinkering with Bimmy. Co turns to you all and is slightly startled by your sudden appearance. She was heavily invested in the taste of her ice cream. It seems to resemble chocolate almost, and she says, "Oh, hi. Yes, we've just been exploring the city. It's quite nice. We went to a restaurant just back down that way, and we got some ice cream. It's very nice." And Max turns up and says, "Yeah, haven't aside from that, we haven't really done much. Are you all heading towards the diver's den?"
Yeah, we figured we'd have a talk to them about it.
Oh, why don't we come with you?
You're more than welcome to.
Sure.
Don't let us keep you from anything, though.
No. As we said last time, we're just trying to relax before we need to get on with our mission. Max turns to Erasmus and says, "Erasmus, you want to go join them?" And he doesn't respond, but he does seems to nod, but for some reason doesn't seem that he's like nodding towards what Max says. Max says, "Great, looks like we're all going. Well, lead the way. We'll be right behind you guys."
Alright, we could go.
Okay. So you head to the diver's den, and you can see sort of around the side here. There seem to be like a small squadron of these figures in some sort of scaly armor of sorts. They have these. They seem to be sparring with each other with tridents and such. And you can see there's a Triton sort of wearing a black tunic, sort of shouting out some directions and orders towards the small squadron, as looks like a small little training regimen is taking place. But you head inside, and you're greeted by a receptionist at sort of the front of house. A male sea elf sits sort of lounging over in his chair, and he says, "Hi, can I help you?"
Hi.
Hi.
Perfect. Saren, yes, you talk.
I want to walk up and say this. We've been told that this is a place to come to kind of find out information and other things for traveling around in the water plane. Is that true?
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Great. I am looking to find myself some siren's tears. How? Where? How? Basically.
What are you, crazy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Rude.
Right, well,
No, you.
who am I to judge? Well, yeah, we can, yeah, there's a few, siren outposts, we like to call them, sort of situated around, he sort of pulls up a large, rolled up map out from under his desk and just sort of rolls it across the front of the counter. And sort of in the center of the map is a small dot. It says City of Glass, and he's sort of, you can see there's a bunch of dotted lines across the map, and he says, if you follow this path here and you use this current, and yeah, you'll find your way to one of the Sirens outposts, and you guys are just all like confused at what the fuck he just said. He's
What about Aspen?
very half-assed about explaining. Even Aspen, like, did you get all that?
Not at all.
No, sorry.
Can
Could
you
you repeat it?
and a bit slower?
Let me put you through with someone else. Just be patient, and sort of mumbles to himself.
My common is not so good.
Can't do anything.
I turn to Dolo and say, what would be the equivalent of Russian? You're a drow now?
So he sort of stands up, and he calls over what looks to be a small bubble just sort of floats over towards him, and he talks to it and just saying, can you get one of the captains? And the bubble just sort of floats away off towards somewhere in the building. If you all want to take a seat in the waiting area, someone will come grab you shortly. Thank you, good day. And he gets back to lounging in his chair.
I'd like to watch the people training with tridents.
Okay. So you just sort of head outside, poke your head around, and they're going through some drills, look to be doing laps of the small area that they have, and you can see that there are some that jump into the water here and begin swimming. Yeah, just sort of a marathon of training, swimming, running, dueling, all types of things.
That looks exhausting.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll join the others in the waiting room.
Yep. So
I thought you were gonna say I'm joining them.
Gonna show them how it's done.
So about 10 minutes goes by, and Max and the others sort of sit down with you, and Erasmus, about sort of five minutes through waiting, he finishes up with Bimmy, and he powers him back on, and Bimmy chirps happily towards Erasmus, and then begins sort of hopping around and flying around the small waiting room area, and CO says to him, Erasmus, can you keep Bimmy under control? No, what is he doing? And you see Bimmy's over by what looks to be a very expensive vase, and Erasmus says, relax, he's not gonna drop it, and Bimmy pecks at the vase, and it starts shifting on the table so slightly.
Yeah, I'm gonna send my construct after it, not to do anything, but just to follow it.
Follow Bimmy, the robotic bird?
Yes.
Okay.
What is your construct?
Dude, don't you remember? It's our little sister.
Bro, I can't believe you
How
forgot
could
your
you,
sister.
Dolo?
It's a small air genasi that I forgot the name of.
Yeah, Dolly, how could you forget this little sister's name and existence?
This is your this is your homunculus servant, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
So this construct is just now starts crawling across the floor. Just
it can fly. It can fly.
Can it?
Yeah.
It chooses to crawl.
It chooses to crawl.
It does that thing where it crawls with its back facing towards the ground. Real creepy.
What,
Yeah,
the
no.
crab crawl?
The what?
No, but
Oh yeah, the crab crawl thing.
Yeah, no, but it's better at flying than walking. So yeah, you can fly.
Okay. So yeah, it starts crawling for a moment, and then it sort of starts beginning to fly, and you send it over towards Bimmy, and Bimmy, seeing the construct, starts sort of almost dive bombs into it, and then pulls up last second.
Hmm.
And
I was gonna say I wanna cast heat and metal.
I wouldn't go that far.
No, but I just thought of like a touch spell I could do, and heat metal was the first one I could come up with.
Seems a bit extreme, but it's up to you.
No, I'm not doing that.
Uh-huh.
and yeah, Max turns to all of you and says, "So, besides coming here, what have you managed to do with your day?"
Went
We
to
went
your magic
shopping.
store. Went to your local magic store.
Mostly sleeping, though. We all had quite a journey to get here.
Yeah, I could pick that up when we met yesterday. Well, you guys look much more refreshed, and you went to Marvu's. How'd that go?
We bought a few things, sold a few things.
Okay.
He hit on Maury a lot.
Yeah.
He hit on you
Uh,
too.
Don't know about that one, but sure.
Yeah, he was an odd guy. He hit on me, and it was a bit off-putting. But I humored him, and safe to say I made a new friend.
I give him an raised eyebrow.
What?
You have eyebrows?
We're acquainted.
I raise it even more. I proceed to Dwayne the Rock Johnson him.
Lucia is a very traditional dragonborn.
I'll be real.
He,
Oh, sorry.
he doesn't condone those kind of behavior.
He is a
First,
cleric.
rude. Second, that is because I'm a cleric, not because I'm a dragonborn.
Ah, so it's because of how he was raised, yes.
Yes, but you were also raised as a dragonborn, so I'm just saying dragonborn.
So you're being racist here, Aspen, are you?
Towards Lucia, yes.
Is there a time
Right
when
now.
Aspen isn't racist?
Yeah.
For
Okay. Yeah. After 10 minutes, a bubble sort of floats towards all of you, and it sort of hovers in front of you, Saren, the one who asked for the meeting. Just sort of floats in front of you.
I look between the bubble and everybody else and say, "Is this one of those magical bubbles?"
I don't know. Why don't we find out?
You need me to touch the bubble?
Touch the bubble, Dolo.
Meg, does the bubble look touchable?
Yeah.
What happens when I walk up to the bubble?
The
It
bubble,
touches you.
as you sort of
Give me a second.
stand up, the bubble begins to float away and fly off.
I think it's a follow me bubble.
Mm.
I start following the bubble.
Okay.
We're off to see a bubble.
You follow the bubble, and it brings you to a relatively about a medium-sized room, enough to enough to fit all of you in. And sitting in a chair of sorts, sort of a few stacks of paper on either side of a desk, there is this sort of old-ish looking Triton with grey hair, wearing a sort of a blue vest, and he's sitting at the desk with his head in a book, and as the bubble sort of floats in, and you follow behind, he looks up at all of you and says, "Thank you for coming so soon. Please take a seat." You sit down.
How many seats are there?
There's 4 seats available.
I will stand.
Okay.
I was gonna say I will sit on his lap.
Do it anyway.
Definitely standing.
Yeah.
It's too bad the dollar didn't want to do the exercise, pretend there's a chair and sit down, but basically just squat, because Aspen could still sit down if he did that.
Yeah. I take a chair because fuck Dolo.
Okay. You wanna? All right. So, so you'll sit down. Max, Seo, and Erasmus, they all stand up behind you guys, and Captain turns to you all and says, "Well, I was briefly informed of what you're all looking for, but would you care to be a bit more specific? Just fill me in again on what you are trying to find."
Siren tears.
Siren tears.
We heard it is a water that cannot burn or boil.
Yes, you would be correct in saying that. He sort of eyes all of you for a moment and says, "You all look rather seasoned, especially the folks in the back behind you. I take it you're not just tourists. Are you by chance adventurers?"
What's it to you?
Well, depending on your answer, I might have something of valuable information to you.
We've been known to dabble in the art of adventuring.
I see your friend here is not the face of the group.
You are indeed correct.
Solo starts fiddling with his new ring.
Yeah. Dolo, just be quiet. Sarah, the floor is yours.
I almost imagine that Dollar would want to touch his face. Like, what? I have a face. What are you talking about?
I'm incredibly good looking.
I don't know about that one.
You
Roll me
look
a
like a
charisma check.
rock.
I say yes. We've been on a few adventures and served quite a few people. What information would you be giving us, if considering that is true?
Well, there is a we've had a little bit of an issue lately with gathering up resources for the city. You see, on the pathway to one of our most valuable hunting grounds, we've encountered a recent disturbance. See,
Is it a kraken?
No, fortunately it is not a kraken, but it is troublesome nonetheless. We have encountered a force of sorts, a mass group of sea creatures, sirens included, have been disrupting this path and impeding on our hunting grounds, which is having a few impacts on our trade within the city. We've had to go to more, let's just say, expensive measures and utilize our teleportation center to bring in resources from the material plane. It's expensive to run it. We only seeing that you all have found your way to the plane of water, you must know that while we are a tourist location, we don't openly advertise to tourists. It's more so if you find us, you are welcome here. Otherwise, we do not care. So, we have had to expend resources further to utilize more magic to teleport to and from different planes for resources.
I look a little bit confused and say, we've seen the big fellas, the Tritons, training. Can they not handle the sirens?
Well, if there were few sirens, then yes, like my men can handle a small swarm of sirens and other sea creatures, but the thing is that there's, for some reason in this area that we go to, there's just been an outburst, almost a mass rising, an endless amount of sirens, of sea creatures. It's
I'm gonna ask this before anything else happens.
mm,
The sirens' tears, are they noticeable within the water?
No, we have to milk them.
yes, they are noticeable.
Oh, I was hoping we were gonna have to milk them.
The water in the plane is a very bioluminescent blue color. While sirens' tears, they do shimmer and glow a grey color in the water. So yes, siren tears you would be able to notice them.
Just to recap here, then, we don't need to make them cry. They just
You kill them and they cry.
Well,
We can bully them.
Well, yeah. See, sirens when they perform their charms, when they sing their songs, there are a few songs they sing that do cause their tears to form. In which we don't really have a use for siren tears, but upon our extensive research of them, we have discovered that much. So
we've heard that they do not boil.
yes,
There's a certain person that wants them.
I see. Well, it's a very strange individual that you have. I will not press questions about it. I'm sure you have your reasons. What I want to ask of all of you is, can you assist us in this matter? And help us find the den of these creatures, wherever they are coming from, who is orchestrating this, because the sheer scale and the tactics that these creatures use, someone is controlling them. I'm sure of that.
Can we can we take like a minute to do like a sidebar and discuss this within our party?
Oh, of course, yes.
I have a question.
Yes.
Are there any tricks to dealing with sirens, like how to not get seduced, or how where to stab them good, or like you know
Well,
what I mean?
well, arguably speaking, sirens are just like regular humanoids. You stab them anywhere hard enough, they will die. As for resisting their songs, they are magical songs, so simply plugging your ears will not do the trick. You have to be either fully deaf or just pray you can shake off their charms.
Hey Maureen, can you cast blindness / deafness on me?
Oh, I
No.
always could.
No.
Sure.
What about silence?
I point.
What was that?
I point from Maureen and then it ended.
I was considering the action for.
I heard what about
Yeah.
silence from Lucia? What about silence?
Silence.
It could work.
Yes, we have tried utilizing the casters in the past, but we were careless then. They were organized enough to notice what the casters were doing and picked them off one by one.
So silence would work, it's just they smart.
Yes,
Yeah.
the creatures are, as I said, they seem to be controlled by someone. They are, while still prone to their animalistic natures, they do have a higher form of intellect than what we are accustomed to. So
I just because, PTSD is kind of a thing. I ask if they've had any issues with Dragon Cult Blade.
no, I cannot say for certain. If we were to find the whoever's controlling them, then we might be able to confirm that theory. But we don't know much. We have a rough idea where they might be operating out of. We're thinking that they are somewhere within those hunting grounds. So yes, please discuss amongst yourselves.
One more quick thing. These new sirens, have they had any particular red glows about them?
No, not that I can say for certain.
Okay.
Last question. What would we get for clearing out your siren issue?
Well,
The tears.
we would help you.
We could collect those on our own.
We would help you harvest the tears. Should there be any to surely take on a disruption of this size, they would have quite a few resources in their den. So part of the resources and equipment that is found within the den of wherever they reside can become yours. And I'm sure that the city's lord will reward you as well.
So you're not the lord?
No. I am a captain. The lord, he resides in that big building off towards off near the Leviathan's Lair Tavern. He points to this one up here. He is a water genie who he's been the lord of the city of glass for many centuries.
He must be very old.
Well,
That already
Yeah.
doesn't age very
Uh,
much.
Do you know if they have any vulnerabilities to any element or resistance?
well, because of their um, yes, what we have managed to find out is that they because of the natural nature that sirens reside in, they fire doesn't work too well. And considering we are in the plane of water, fire itself doesn't leave much of a mark anyway. We have tried some the use of lightning in the past, and that seemed to be almost guaranteed a hit on the massive swarms that were there. The thing, of course, is that water conducts electricity, so we do take caution.
What's electricity?
You want to find out?
Zappy, zappy lightning.
Yes.
Water
Gotcha.
conducts lightning.
Water conducts lightning.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay.
And yeah.
In dollar terms, water make lightning bigger.
So
I know
yes.
what lightning is. I'm not an idiot.
So yes, the we prioritize caution over over dealing with them as fast as possible. If we were to just haphazardly let forth spells with lightning or magic items that produce lightning, we'd run the risk of it backfiring on my men.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So the group huddle. You know, well, what are you guys thinking? You know, do we help?
Yeah, we need the stuff.
We need how many tears do you need, Sherry?
Enough for someone to drink.
Yeah.
You see,
After all of this, Tiara just doesn't like it. She's like, nah, I don't like this.
you see,
Well, enough for someone to drink is the drink, and then to potentially also turn into alcohol.
You see, Max and CEO sort of head over by the captain's side, and CEO whispers into his ear, and he nods, and then they seem to just head back around for behind you guys for a moment. And yeah.
But the thing is, to get those amount of tears, we don't need to take on a horde.
Which we're technically going to be taking.
Hey, you don't know how many tears you get from a thing.
Yeah, but I'm guessing Saren's sugar mummy demon thing don't want her to die, so we probably
But
no.
what we have discovered is that you can use any of the bodily fluids of them. It's all heat proof. So I vote we make an extra bloody Mary.
I thought you were going in a completely different direction.
I was
Well, we
half
all know
scared.
you've got a piss kink, okay, Casper? Keep it to yourself.
Oh, that's what you
okay.
think he was going for. Okay.
No, that was not what I
I know
was
what you were
going for.
going for.
Disgusting.
You people disgust me.
I didn't say shit.
No, but so do we take on this, or do we just like get like 100 tears and eat?
Look, we get a reward for doing the thing we were already gonna do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but doing the thing where we're gonna do doesn't mean we have to take on a goddamn horde with other creatures as well.
Hey, he never said anything about killing them all. He just said we had to find out what was controlling it. That was the deal, wasn't it, Mick?
Yes, he says he said that if he'll say that if you can if we can find whoever or whatever is controlling these creatures, causing them to interfere with the trade route, then we can take care of the rest.
See? We don't gotta kill the horde. We just gotta sneak in and see who's steering it.
Oh yeah, yeah. We just got to sneak in with someone that has shown intelligence with the prioritizing the dangerous targets. Yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I have 8 intelligence.
I wasn't talking about you, dum dum.
Oh, okay.
Look, anytime intelligence gets brought up, Dolo immediately goes on the defensive.
I'm
Yeah.
used to being bullied.
Like.
CO chimes up from behind you guys and says, "We'll all be happy to help." And the captain nods and he says, "Thank you very much." And he's sort of he's giving a slight glare towards CO as he says that.
Okay, I'm down for whatever the party decides.
I do not mind if people want to also take on the hordes. We can do that.
I mean,
It's your quest, Saren.
Yeah.
I literally don't care as long as I get tears.
Okay, so
I'm not the face of the party.
oh,
But
that
you still you still have a vote, Wacko.
Your
Dolo.
vote.
he's not entirely wrong, and that's the most concerning part.
So,
Alright.
are you guys all for it?
May as well.
We'll give it a go.
Considering no one else
promises.
wants to make a fucking vote, I'll say yes.
It was your quest.
That means, oh my fucking god, okay.
I know, I'm just messing with you.
Okay, so you all accept the captain's proposal, and he says, "Thank you once again. I assure you, we will have your back in this endeavor, and you will be rewarded once all is said and done. It will take me, yes, I think to round up my men and establish the resources required for the outing. Probably 24 to 36 hours."
Okay. That'll give us time to go to a bar.
Yes.
Yeah, and that will also give me time to imbue the items. Because Lucia wears a cape, right?
I'm wearing a cape and manta ray, yes.
Wait, what? We decide.
I have one.
Wacko's the one who needs it.
Dolo needs the cap. He's got a ring of swimming, which gives him a swim speed.
Yeah, but I could also make a fucking cloak of manta ray.
Isn't that
Yes.
to you? Oh wait, no.
No,
Not a
what
swim
did
speed.
you not see?
That's why we only bought 2.
Yeah, but I thought that those were. Who doesn't have a cloak of manta ray?
Well, I do, so
Maury.
it must be Josh.
Yeah, I'm waiting
Josh?
on one.
Yeah. Do you have a cloak?
No.
Fuck, then we need to go get a cloak.
Oh my god.
You can have my old cloak.
Okay.
I just have a plain green cloak. You can have it.
I'm okay with that.
So the
It smells like cave.
I've cast Prestidigitation.
That
Yeah,
smells
like
like
cave.
water.
It's
Dolo,
made of cave plants, so it smells like cave regardless.
Hmm. Oh well.
is it ruined? Like,
No, there's nothing
No,
wrong with it. It just smells
I
like
cast
cave.
mending to make sure. Plot twist: 30% of the cape is restored.
okay. So the captain stands from his desk and bows his head to you all and says, "My name is Kazas." I'll type that in general.
Sherry, I've discovered a magical item for you.
Oh, that.
It's called a thermal cube.
Oh, that sounds fancy.
It's on 5e tools. It's not fancy, but you'll like it.
Sherry likes everything that gives her more damage.
It doesn't do that.
No, it'll keep
So-
Saren warm.
I mean,
Why do you need that?
I mean, don't you still have that warm gauntlet?
Yeah.
This is that on steroids.
So yeah, says I'm Kazas. Might I ask, are you all staying at one of the hotels or the taverns? I
Yeah,
can
we're
send
staying at
word
the
over.
Leviathan's lair.
Okay. And
Uh,
you all in the back? And Max says we're there as well. Oh, makes
I
things easier.
I have a question.
Hmm?
Is it allowed to sleep in the water inside the city? Is it dangerous?
No, it's not dangerous. You would be sleeping with the water elementals.
Yeah, but I'm a
Well-
water genasi.
Well, yes. Feel free to, I suppose. But yeah, so I can
Visible confusion.
I can send word to the tavern to inform you all when we are ready to head out. But that will not be for some time. So do relax for at least 24 hours. Once again, thank you for being willing to aid us in this regard.
Well, no need for thanks. We'll see how it goes. Just, teamwork.
Yes.
Fail.
Yes. All right. Well, if that is all, then I do hope you enjoy the bars that you go to.
Wait, did he just say bars? As in.
Bars.
You said you wanted to go to a bar.
No, I said bath.
Oh, you speak funny,
Well,
Sherry.
I want to go to a bar.
Uh-oh.
Do they serve alcohol at the baths?
Yes, they serve.
Hey,
They
buggies.
serve all kinds of things at the Reigning Sanctuary. Do be prepared for an experience of your lifetime.
Everyone keeps saying this and I'm becoming more and more concerned.
He hasn't showered once. He doesn't even know the feel of water. on his
Literally
skin.
took a bath yesterday.
Yeah, sure,
It's
buddy.
funnier
Why
this
do you
way.
Yeah, why do you smell of rocks then?
Well,
I look at my arms and they're made of metal and there are like veins of gemstone going through them.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
where's
that's
the
not
rocks?
rocks. Yeah, exactly, bitch.
I can inform you of what's there if
No, don't spoil it. We want to see for ourselves.
Well then.
It's easy to get killed.
They get us while we're naked.
Well then, do enjoy your time there, and I will be seeing you soon. You good?
You
I'll
right?
start heading out.
I think he's
Cas-
dead.
Casper's died.
muted.
Caspian's busy dying.
Okay. So you all head out. Max comes up behind you all and says, "So we're in this together."
It seems so.
Well,
What do you guys want out of it?
I'm pretty sure there'll be some things there that we'll find interesting. That's a gut feeling I have.
Can I sort of subtly try and investigate him to see if I can tell that he's a Baalspawn?
And how would you go about doing that?
Dolo doesn't know that either.
Well, unless
so
you know how you're gonna do it, and can
I'm going to look at his skin. I'd like to shake his hand as a good to work with you and see if his hands are cold. Yeah.
Okay. Sure. Make an investigation check.
I'm gonna head to the bath.
-1.
Okay.
That's a 2.
His skin looks like any other human, slightly tanned. As you go to shake his hands, you can feel that his hands are very firm. Look like they've amassed a good amount of calluses through intense training. His skin seems pretty rough. Yeah. Seems just like a regular human.
Humans are weird.
Try
Alright, where are we going?
To the bath.
Reigning Sanctuary.
Alright, let's see if we're gonna get mugged or something.
Max, Theo, and Erastus say, we might join you there later if you're still there. We're gonna take care of a few other things first.
Oh no.
Alright.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
That would be basically anything.
And don't do anything I would do.
That's holding his breath.
Okay, so you make your way there, and as you enter, the interior of the sanctuary, the bathhouse, is extravagant. You see, as you walk in, there's a large open sort of main hall area. You can see there's a mass amount of people just sort of spread out off in different areas. Some over by a few lounges, just sort of sitting and chatting. Some sea elves, tridents, and such. There seems to be some mere folk sort of over by the sort of a counter of sorts, and you can see sort of leading off to the so there seems to be 5 different hallways, or sort of halls, that sort of trail off in different reaches and areas. So off to sort of the right side as you enter, You can hear some music of sorts being performed, and some cheering, and looks to be sounds like some laughter and such. And on one of the signs there, in sort of mainly in primordial text, but underneath it as well in common, it says strip club. This is the entertainment center, ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
We found the red light district.
I immediately turn around.
He hesitated.
No.
No, he's so put off. He doesn't know which way is out anymore. Like how to get away.
Panics, sprints into a strip club.
There's a so sort of the two right hallway doors sort of seem to lead to their own respective club of sorts. The one closest to the entrance, do any of you sort of take a peek inside?
Yeah.
I'll have a look.
Okay.
I will too.
I'll have a look.
So let me I might need to open up a new page to draw it, just sort of the basic layout. All right, let me just bring you all to here. So you sort of enter in through the bottom here, and just imagine it sort of like this with the hallways that lead into other rooms type thing.
So they got the main dance hall, and then off all of the hallways are all the sex rooms.
No, so this is like a main lobby type thing. So sort of off in one corner there's an assortment of lounges and such, and the sort of reception desk is sort of over by this side here. And peeking into this room here, down the hallway and such, you can see sort of roaming around, there are these you actually do see a few other different races that aren't native, a few other tourists, just briefly glancing in, and you can see sort of up on the stage, so to say, there are some shirtless males that seem to be Sea Elf, Triton. There seem to be about 3 different stages up there, and you can hear the cheers and the cries of ecstasy echoing through the hallway. Do you go check out this one here?
Yeah, I'll just sort of do a casual walk around the room and just see what's in the different rooms.
Okay. Over at this one here, you peek in, and it's a similar sort of atmosphere to the one down here, except you can see up on the stage that there are females. Sea Elf, Triton, some Water Genasi, and yeah, a similar sort of atmosphere is going around there. Why is Donatello on the screen? This hallway here, you can see that it leads to the bathhouse. And you can just make out past the hallway that it does. There's sort of 3 ways that it splits off into. You can see a men's bath, women's bath, and a mixed bath. And off to this one, there seems to be a games room of sorts, and you look inside and you can see countless tables and you can see countless tables with people sitting at them. Looks like a a gambling room with some people playing cards, dice, all sorts of stuff. There's this one group way off in the back that's sitting down. Looks like they're playing this this game. One of them has like this sort of fold out wall in front, and the others are holding have sheets of papers on their desk in front of them with these wide assortment of dice in separate trays. And this final room down here, it seems to lead to a restaurant. So looking through, you can see that there are some tables lined up, and yeah, you can get a nice smell of some battered fish coming from this this restaurant down here. Just seems to sort of waft and flow throughout the rest of the area. So where would you all like to go? Let me label some of the places you can go. So
I'm going to leave.
I thought you wanted to go to the baths.
Nope, not anymore. I don't like this place.
Wow. All right.
Damn, we're so
Lyrics,
hot
am
on
I
this.
right? Where does your god say you can't have a bath? That doesn't make sense.
I'd rather leave the city to take a bath.
Is it because there are naked ladies in the next room? Oh, it's because they're naked boys. No temptation. I know what you mean.
I was almost expecting Inflict Wounds to end up all over Dolo then.
I'd still do it.
Lucio has grown as a character.
And now he's about to take a
And
step
Dolo's
back.
Now
about
it's
to make
about
him
to
regress.
fucking die.
So, where would you all like to go?
I'm heading to the baths.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
was told to go to the baths. That's what we got to try.
They have come highly recommended.
Okay. Are you heading into your respective bathing areas, or are you going to head into the mixed baths?
What language are the signs written in?
Primordial and common.
Okay, so I can actually understand them.
Yes, you can.
You have no excuse. Well, that depends. Do you guys want to meet up in the mixed baths? Turn towards Aspen and Saren.
I have nothing against it. Yeah.
Okie dokie. See you there. And I walk off with Dollar.
I don't know why he's holding my hand as he pulls me off.
Oh, that's your hand? Damn, I grabbed the wrong thing.
Okay.
You will see that other appendage when we're both.
You know there's a way of casting Mage Hand invisibly?
I was waiting for the enlarged reduced, I'll be real.
That doesn't work on individual body parts.
Watch out, Maury's going for the reach around. It's been far too long.
Maurice packing several mage hands.
Okay.
Some of them are invisible.
So, you guys head towards, you guys head into the mixed baths area, and there's respective change rooms for the different genders and such. And you head in, and as you sort of make your way in, You can see there's a sign that says, grab your towels here. And you pick up a towel, and it smells...
I swear to God, if you say fishy.
No, I wasn't going to. It smells very...
Oh, that's been used.
It smells very clean. A nice fresh smell of a lemon. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And,
I like how long it took you to think about that. Smells like lemon.
I like how fish people use lemon for cleaning products.
Not fish.
And yeah, there's like these there's lockers and such, some open ones where you can put your equipment and such.
I'll dump my gear, but I want to keep my new ring.
Okay. Sure.
I don't feel like dying if this is a deep pool.
Okay.
Oh my god, I would save you, Echo.
I don't trust you to save yourself.
I don't think he wants to be saved.
Okay, so you make your way in after getting changed and such, and there's a vast the bathing area looks very vast and open. You can see it's split up into different sections with sort of different sized baths. There seems to be some spas as well over in some corners, and you can see sort of along the edges are look to be some stone walls that seem to sort of divide the area off from the other baths.
Is there a deep main pool?
Yeah, there's sort of there's a large circular pool sort of in the middle of the mixed baths area. It seems to be somewhat popular. You can see that there are even more different races here, among other natives. You see an orc just sort of lounged back on the edge of the bath, just sort of his arms just sort of hanging on the side, just relaxed. It looks like he's sleeping.
There's no sort of like swimming pool kind of thing.
No.
Okay.
But the very sort of large circle in the middle, you actually no, next to it, there does seem to be some smaller size baths in comparison. So let me just let me see if I can draw up a size comparison of the baths. So generally speaking, this is kind of what the big one looks like. Don't associate the squares with the size, but just a general sort of
size doesn't matter.
General concept of the different size of pools. Just sort of, it's about 4 different size pools. And yeah, sort of the pools that are around this size here, you can see that there is a bit more deepness to them than the others. A bit more depth, I should say.
Are we talking like a 3-meter diving pool or like a 1-meter standing pool?
It's about 2 meters deep.
Awesome. I jump in.
Okay.
You break.
I want to. From the moment he hits the water, I want to start counting like the seconds to see how long it takes.
I wanna fuck with the water, so I want to make it ice on top.
Aren't there other people in this pool, Meg?
Wait, are they?
Yes.
There are
Okay,
now.
okay. Okay, no, I won't do that. I will
Yes,
only
and I would
pick,
highly recommend not messing with waters that you don't own.
Alive.
Would rather not get chucked out quite
So
yet.
so yes, in the pool that in the bath that Dolo just sort of dive bombed into, there are mainly natives. There seems to be a male and a female sea elf, sort of sitting close to each other, just enjoying the relaxation. There's looks to be a small goblin girl who gets startled as Dolo cannonballs into the pool or bath, and you don't hear it, Dolo, but everyone else who's nearby just sort of hears a very sort of loud shriek as water just splashes over her.
None of my business.
And as you sort of jump into the water, Dolo, the dust and grime and dirt that you couldn't really sort of get off your body the night before, and even the dirt and grime that you didn't even know you had on yourself, it just sort of begins to sort of almost pluck off your body, and you feel your hair sort of become much smoother, as sort of all the grease and such just begins to sort of trail off and out into the water. And
Oh god, what color does it turn?
the water stays the same. You watch this and you see that the sort of dirt particles almost seem to just sort of crumble and disintegrate into nothing. And you feel and sort of a tenseness that you didn't know you had in your muscles begins to slowly just fade away, and it feels really relaxing.
Very good. Do I float?
I would say yes.
Very good. Okay.
Yeah, so you just sort of dive bomb in and then you just loop, float back up to the surface.
I'll call out to everyone and say, guys, I float.
You know what? Good on you.
Oh, I wanna fuck with him so much.
Aspen, please don't get us thrown out of the bathhouse. We only just got here.
But if I concentrated to a singular point, like creating ice chunks on Wacko's ankles,
I don't know
Why
whether
are
we's coming
you...
into here, but as long as it's only dollar, sure, go ahead. I don't mean that. Anyway, I also plop in. A bit more gently though.
Yeah, and it's the same sort of feeling for you, Murray. So the grease and dirt that you didn't realize you had on your body just sort of peels away from you, and you watch it disintegrate into the bath. And as you're now sort of in the bath, you can recognize there's a faint bit of magic in this water, and it seems to be the cause of why your body is now feeling much more relaxed.
Oh my, this is incredible. Let's see why they highly recommended it.
Dollar's just swimming laps now that he has a ring that lets him swim.
Dolo doesn't really know how to swim. It's 90% the...
I can doggy paddle.
He's doggy paddling really fast. 40 feet per round.
Very good.
I wave towards the other two. You guys gotta jump in, it's really good.
Saren hops in.
Yeah. same thing with you, Saren, and you feel that it's not actually sort of inflicting or hurting your flames. It actually feels rather soothing on your flames, surprisingly. It's almost like it's a weird feeling. It's sort of like the water's almost tending to your flames in a sense. And once again, similar to with Dolo and Mori, grease and dirt that you didn't realize you had on you just disintegrates into the water.
I love the fact that all the genasi are just grubby.
Well, I mean, you guys
If
have...
Lucio got in, nothing would have fell off. He's squeaky.
Dead skin cells.
Come back, we'll find out.
I can't.
Yeah.
I don't know that there's actually a bath in there. I assumed that it was just a straight up.
This is the bathhouse. That's what we came here for.
I thought this was the entertainment area still.
Yeah.
The baths are in
bathhouse.
the entertainment area.
Yeah, and that's why I left, because I didn't know that there was the baths there.
It's called the bathhouse. We came here to go to the baths. That's why I was confused when you were leaving.
So
Yeah.
These are like little extra things attached onto the side of the building. It's mainly a bathhouse.
So let me clarify. This rectangle down the bottom is where you entered from. And off to your right were the entrances to the entertainment center. And then the main hall down the back here was the bathhouse.
Okay. I must have misheard, because I thought that they would... Okay.
Yes.
In other words, Lucius just had an overreaction.
I'll admit that.
Lucius
It's all-
saw strippers and ran.
He saw
Yes.
like an excess of like just skin and
I-
just bolted.
You know what? To make this fair, I walk in, I'm like, I realized that this is a multi-purpose area.
Yeah. I will.
It's a strippers
jump in the
just
water.
called a bathhouse. That's the name of it.
No, but I will jump in the bath and I will create like small bubbles coming up like a hot tub, you know.
So you fart.
No,
I'm gonna
I do this around you, Wacko, so you fart. Fuck you.
I'm doing laps. I don't know what
I'm
you're on
gonna-
about.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just drop in slowly.
Is Lucia gonna melt?
Is Lucio a witch?
Yes.
I was more meaning because he's cold. He's ice.
Oh, he's an ice cube. Okay.
Yes.
No, he doesn't melt, but similar fashion to the rest, Luciu. Mainly behind your horns and such, some dirt and grime that you didn't know was there just evaporates away, type thing. Along with a few.
Yeah, it was
parts
only
on
behind
your
my
skin.
horns, so
Along with a few parts on your body. So yes. But as you all hop in, you feel immediately relaxed. Your muscles sort of untense and loosen up. And yeah, it's kind of like you're getting a really well done massage while you're bathing in here. So,
Very cool.
you guys want to roleplay anything, or shall we skip ahead?
I'm gonna just be swimming, chilling, and then hopping out when everyone's done.
I feel like asking for roleplay is just asking for Casper to fuck with Wacko.
Yeah.
Leave me be.
Well, you guys have free time.
I'm just
So-
gonna
The fuck?
wash
With-
myself. Like, they give you towels, right? You're not just butt naked.
Yeah, no, there's towels. Like, you got a towel as you sort of walked into your respective change rooms.
It's basically a freaking Japanese bathhouse, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Just
Cool.
much more elegant and extravagant.
You trying to say that Japanese bathhouses aren't elegant?
I never said that. I'm
That
just
depends how many 50-year-old businessmen are sitting in the water.
I let her chuckle. I'm like, yeah, I guess I don't, clean behind my horns. Much.
I always forget you have horns.
He definitely has a tail, no matter what anybody says.
Well, I can no longer grow a beard now.
You
We'll
could
buy you a
before.
fake one.
No. But now there's no chance of me ever growing a beard.
Why is that?
Because I got rid of the belt of constitution.
Ah,
Oh.
rude.
Belt of dwarven kind.
Yes, in exchange for a amulet of health. Because I rarely ever needed persuasion against dwarves. The poison resistance was good, but... Wait, doesn't my shield give me poison resistance? No, it's just resistance against poison breath. Or is it just poison in general?
Couldn't tell you.
What do we have on that shield? I'm gonna write down for it. Gosh, I don't know. It should be somewhere in your notes. On your sheet. Let's see. While this shield is equipped, you gain a +1 bonus to AC. You have advantage on saving throws against the frightful presence of dragons, and you have resistance to 1 damage type that is determined by the kind of dragon that provided the scale.
Okay.
So you have resistance to. This is from the black dragon, so acid.
Yeah. Is acid the same as poison?
No.
No.
Ah, then that's literally useless. For now.
Well.
I mean, it means if you eat poison.
No, because poison
If
and
he
acid
eats
are
acid.
different things.
Oh, sorry, I thought you had the other one. Well,
Yeah, that's
just
what I
go,
thought as well.
Go swim in acid, I guess.
You should be like an octopus and just like excrete acid all around you at your enemies.
But so wild it burns holes and stuff.
Okay, so how long do you guys spend in the bathhouse?
Until we're pruny.
I'm always pretty.
Pruny.
Pruny.
Bro, shut the fuck
I'd
up.
say I'd hop out after 40 minutes.
Okay, so
I'm really relaxing my scales and muscles.
one thing that you would sort of notice within about 40 minutes is that where is it? You notice sort of walking through the door to the entrance that you came through. In comes a satyr with sort of walking by his side, looks to be two females that you saw on the strippers stage. You see them walking alongside him, and as he goes to sort of sit down in one of the baths, you can see they sit alongside him and they give him a service. They
A happy ending or just a massage?
It's a massage. So one sort of goes behind him, another sort of on his side. They're giving him a more deluxe massage, we'll say.
How does Luciu feel about this?
I'm not looking at it.
Correct answer.
I'm looking at you guys. I'm going to be like, hey, what are we going to do tomorrow?
It's a vacation.
Have we heard of any other like sites or things to do?
I'll send
Mac?
a pic of the two women that are beside him.
Why?
Immediately mentioned after things to do. Very nice, Mac.
There you go.
Oh, he's a scaly.
So yeah, say a sea elf the top one and a water genasi the bottom one. Though in the water genasi is not wearing that attire. In fact, they're not really wearing anything. So yeah.
I think for the time that I have left, I'm gonna see if they have any medicinal ways to heal people uniquely in this area.
Okay, so
You're saying this
swift
isn't
risk.
unique? You're saying
Yeah,
this isn't unique?
Yeah,
Huh?
they have one unique way.
You're saying it right now, actually.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to a hospital to see if they have any medical ways that are different from us air breathers.
Okay.
Well, that was a way of putting it. Don't know why you had to put so much racist connotation behind it, but sure.
Not racist if you're talking about yourself.
I don't know about that one, but sure.
Okay. So so you hop out of the bath, and are you making your way back?
Do we get a glass of milk like we do in all other baths? You know, of the
What?
cliche bar?
That's
Sorry.
just
Lucy, what type of bathhouses were in your region?
You get a glass of milk once you're done with your bath. And it's
Lucy,
nice and warm.
that's not a common thing.
Yeah. I'll just get myself a warm glass of milk.
I mean, you could ask for one. I'm assuredly
No, just
possibly
ask.
at the bar.
Be careful who you ask, I want to add. Make sure it's not
Yeah.
a woman, please.
Okay, well there
I'll ask that
Yeah.
lovely bartender that gave me water.
Okay. See you
Okay.
back at the bar.
okay, so you hop out of the bath and you begin to head out of the bathhouse, but you are stopped by a water elemental at the front door and says to you in Primordial, you need to pay.
Do I recognize this as Primordial?
I'd say you would, yeah.
I say, me no Primordial, everyone else Primordial.
It speaks to you in common saying, my apologies, sir. You have not paid the fee for using the baths.
Oh, my apologies. How much?
If you would head back to the reception there, they will sort it out for you.
I do exactly that.
So, head back and it comes to 10 gold for the bathhouse.
I'll pay for just me.
Yeah, okay.
rude.
Alright.
I haven't changed much, Dolo.
Okay. And you as you're sort of paying at the reception, someone bumps into your side, and it's a
Yes, go ahead, Mac.
it's a woman who was in the strippers area. She's not wearing that much, and she says, "Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Are you leaving already?"
Yes, I'm very tired.
Oh, that's a shame. Why don't you come with me? I'm sure I can help with that.
No, thank you.
She sort of leans into your arm. Not even for just a little bit?
No, sorry, I have a girlfriend.
I didn't know Mech could be so seductive.
Says, she doesn't have to know.
But she's here. She will know.
Who the fuck are you talking about?
Make a deception check.
See, Mech knows. Mech knows I'm bullshitting.
Yeah.
My deception is a +1. I am re-rolling. Why am I so bad tonight? It's because I'm drinking Baileys.
Lusher, the point is, everyone knows you're bullshitting, but if you're
We're not
trying
there.
to plug... Oh shit, aren't we up there with him?
No,
No,
he
we're
left
still in the
early.
battle.
He left early.
Oh.
Unless you want to join him.
Nah, fuck that, because then he's gonna force me to be his girlfriend. No.
These
Um,
buffs are fucking awesome.
well, she says, well, that is a shame. I was really looking forward to it. And she sort of runs a finger sort of up your shoulder and just up your chin, and then she walks off and she heads back to the strip club. This is who you turned down.
I feel like you should send these pictures before the turn down happens.
Yeah, no, I still would have turned it down. Lucia was lying half lying.
He's got a crush.
He's got a crush.
Yes.
Okay. So you go off and you sort of wander around, try to find a hospital of sorts to...
I would ask a guard.
Yeah. I'd say... well, I don't think many of the guards actually speak common. That's the thing. Make an investigation check for me.
Do I remember how to say hospital?
No, it's more so.
Hospital.
It's more so if you can find someone who is able to give you directions. A 9. Okay, so it takes you about 30 minutes of just sort of wandering around the general area before you come across a guard who actually speaks a little bit of common and points you to a general sort of direction where a hospital is.
Mhm.
And you head off and you go into the hospital. You ask about their methods, and they do say, well, we're not really offering lessons. Sorry to say.
Is there any current patients that you need to check on that I could watch in on?
With all due respect, sir, that's up to the patient, as it's a matter of their privacy. I'll have a discussion with one of the nurses here. And
Thank you.
so you're off doing that. Back at the bathhouse, what's everyone doing?
Holy shit, this is some fantastic water.
We're getting all pruny.
Getting all pruny.
I got all
Rollo
of
is
it.
actually immune to pruniness with his amazing metal skin. But you do know there's little rust spots on some of the surface?
Am I immune to pruniness since I'm a water genasi and all?
I would say.
I feel like it'd just make you gain weight, right?
Is that how that works?
He's a sponge.
Yeah.
He didn't call you a bum.
Interesting.
He called you a sponge. What? Does this look like something a sponge would do?
Some weird freaking people out here.
Okay.
Yes, most of them you brought to the bathhouse with you.
So, how long is everyone gonna spend in the bathhouse?
I don't know. Another hour or two, I'm thinking. Because holy shit, it's
Okay.
good bath water.
Okay. So you spend a bit more time in there. You do see a few more private deluxe massages going on, amongst other tourists, and yeah, well, about it's been about 2 hours in the bathhouse. And you hop out, and make your way back out to sort of the main lobby. You want to do anything else?
No?
I mean, we have a lot of time to spare, right?
Yeah, like so far, only considering travel time and time spent in there, probably only about 3 hours has gone by of your 24 hours at bare
Back in a
minimum.
sec.
So,
Damn it, I needed him.
oh, just wait a sec.
Hey, Saren and Aspen,
What?
how lucky do you feel?
Oh, about what?
Oh, you know, cards.
Cards? You want to go gamble?
I mean, what's the worst that could happen?
We can lose everything.
I mean, apart from that.
I mean, we can certainly go try.
There's no
Yeah,
trying,
okay.
there's winning.
Yeah, so we're gonna use some magic fuckery.
You don't need to. Usually people are pretty trash.
Okay. I will watch you gamble then.
No, you should have to gamble with me.
No.
What? This is literally your domain, the country of water.
That doesn't
Surely.
mean I'm a fucking degen.
And what's that supposed to mean, Aspen?
True, Aspen's not the type of person to spend money they don't need to on things that they'll never get around to doing.
Just imagine, Aspen. You put in 5
Sure,
gold,
be
you can win
quiet.
500, and then you can make the Warforged of your dreams.
No.
It's a tough one to crack. What about you, Sharon?
How much money you got for us?
I don't know. I'm willing to go about 20, 50 gold. Put a little in the pokies, and then, come out a bit richer is how it goes, right?
Sure.
Alright, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna swindle at least one more person. Dull.
So
I feel like of all the people, Dollar would be the easiest to convince.
Yeah.
So as you're making your way to the gambling room with everyone in tow, you make your way to sort of the entry point area, and there's a list of rules and restrictions.
Damn it.
So first rule is no using magic. If you are caught, you will be fined and your winnings will be taken away from you.
Boo. But if we're caught, we just don't get caught, right?
Yeah, of course, it's the first rule.
Well, does construct count as magic?
I think you really shouldn't ask that question when you know the answer.
Does it count as cheating?
Well, does
Magic.
Aspen, tell you
Look
what,
in
that
your
sounds like you want to
definition.
try
well,
and
let,
try your
let me
hand.
let me phrase it to you this way. Will it give you an advantage above others?
Not if they also have a construct.
It would be considered cheating if you use it to your advantage.
But what if I don't play?
What if the construct plays for me?
Nothing in the rulebook says the construct can't play.
Well, yeah, nothing says the construct can't play.
I'm back. Who died?
You're gambling.
I'm gambling.
Yes.
My what?
Money.
Your ring. No.
Existence. The
Your
ability to
life.
pay Sid Meier's 5.
So yes, you're all heading to the gambling room. The first rule is
No, I'm not.
no, aside from you, obviously. It's a weird laugh.
Okay, Scooby Doo.
So, yeah, you head to the gambling room. The rules are: number 1, no using magic. If you're caught, you'll be fined, and your winnings will be taken away from you. Rule number 2. Where is it? Yep.
Do not talk about the gambling cup.
Do not talk about gambling club. It is no fighting, or you will be removed from the premise immediately. And rule number 3 is have fun.
Or else.
Yes, or else.
Or else we're gonna fucking kill you.
Yeah. Okay. So, you guys heading in?
Oh,
Yeah,
sure.
let's have a look.
Sure am.
Okay. So you head in. And yeah, there's a wide amount of different types of games going on. There's some blackjack, and I'll just say right now, the way I'm going to sort of do the gambling games is it's mainly just going to come down to rolls.
I mean, if you want, you could literally just play blackjack and roll like a 1D, I don't know, 13.
Question.
Honestly, I kind of just wanted to see what was going on in here. I will probably pass on the gambling because it takes a lot of time.
Damn, you're such a downer.
Yes.
Question. Because Maury and Aspen are geniuses, you know, with the high end. Can they count cards in cheap blackjack?
There's a very good reason why I use cards as my magical focus.
So that's a yes, so they get double advantage?
I would say, as long as you're not caught, you could probably do
In
it.
fact, I have proficiency in sleight of hands with cards.
So
Oh,
it sounds
yeah,
like Maury's counting cards for us to win. Let's go.
Oh yeah, the thing about that is I have my gloves of theory active.
Let's go.
That's it. So I have what do I have? I have a plus 13 to sleight of hand.
Just
Alright.
quickly, before we go in, can we have had a perhaps discussion about how it's going to work? Because I see it best that you guys be the actual gamblers. We head for blackjack. We do the counting cards thing, and then if people start getting suspicious, I can do a "oh no, I'm having a heart attack" moment.
Ah,
to
yes.
get you guys away, so you guys can slip away.
That's exactly how it goes. She knows all the
Hey,
plays.
I've seen the fucking Hangover 3. I know what to do.
Just be like, sorry, my friend here, my cleric that left, is having a heart attack.
We need to go right now.
My cleric friend is getting bitches. We can't allow this.
No. I can just fake Sherry's water breaking, and then out plops a fucking phoenix.
I never want to hear that sentence again.
Neither do I.
That was quite
Give me a bit.
terrible.
Neither do I. Make it stop. Make it go away.
Okay, 1 second.
I'm back.
That's
back.
alright. We'll fix this solution.
I had him.
It's gone.
That's also what.
Alright, have you had time to contemplate what you said?
What did you say, Josh?
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so
my head hurts.
So I will briefly run through. I've got three gambling games prepped.
If you want as well, Mick, if it might take a while, we could also just roll for luck and then determine the outcome from there.
Well, yeah. These are all. This is all just going to be mainly luck. So, the first game is just a simple D20 roll where don't really know what game will correlate to, but basically roll just one D20. Probably correlate to some form of cards. Maybe it might just relate to blackjack. And if you get the higher roll, you bust basically. So you want to roll low on that one, or lower than the house. The second one is a 4d6 game where you roll 4d6, and one with the higher number wins. And the third one is sort of the big winner, big loser type thing. So it's going to resemble roulette. So I will roll a d36, and essentially the winnings will correlate to sort of the roll. So say for instance I roll a d36 right here, I get a 3. So the options that you have to select in this, you can choose odd or even, you can choose high or low, or you could guess the number exactly. And essentially so odd and even, you would get if you get it right, you would get, say you put down 10 gold, you would win 2 gold. So you'd win a 20% of what you put down for odd and even. The same for high and low. If you guess the number, you get 50% more. So yeah. But if you don't guess it correctly, you lose all the money you put down.
Well then.
I hope that was clear to understand. I'll if you decide to do it, I can run through it as we do it.
Hey Dello, how lucky are you feeling?
I'm not particularly lucky, but I got really good sleight of hand, if that helps.
Probably shouldn't say that one out loud, but I like your style. Anyone interested in some blackjack?
I will probably skip on the playing, but let me know if you need me to do something sneaky.
I'll skip on the playing too, because
Oh, you guys are all boring. Where's like losing all your life savings?
I already told you the plan, but you know.
Mac, because I am quite confident with utilizing cards, would I gain any advantage in say playing blackjack?
It's not meant to be playing cards. It's meant to be counting cards. Because
Well, there's also that.
you should get double advantage.
You mean triple?
I would say that you, well, technically for the rules of the blackjack with the d20, you technically have advantage, but it would be counted as disadvantage because you're going for the lower rolls.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so.
Alright, I'm willing to bust 100 gold on this.
Well, why not just have it so that you can roll it twice and he picks a number?
What?
Well, because you're just meant to try and get lower than the house. So if you rolled, you know, a 12 and a, I guess, whatever, doesn't matter.
We'll give it a try and we'll see
to try and roll lower. That's.
I'm willing to play 5 games, and for the first game, I'm gonna bet 10 gold. How about that, Mac? You want to go versus me?
Sure, sounds good.
Hello, help me out by beating up the DM.
Okay.
I think that's how it works. I'll be honest.
So I'll say for the first few rolls, you won't get your advantage because you're just hopping in. You don't know anything what's happened in the game you can't count the cards type thing. So go ahead, roll a d20 for me.
You want to publicly roll against me and
Yeah,
see who wins?
I'll publicly roll for these.
Oh fuck.
Oh.
Oh, fuck.
So the house busted. The house got greedy and busted pretty recklessly. So so you get
Mech busted.
Yep.
He
Busted
busted
real
the nut.
early. Let's face facts.
Yeah, only lasted one round.
I'm about to make my entire college tuition, guys.
Okay.
Watch me.
So yeah, you get where did I put it down? So you win 3 gold from that on top of your 10 gold that you put down. So you have a profit of 3 gold right now.
You should just. Oh, it's really awkward. You should keep track of total spend and gain. So, for instance, just keep tally 13 right now.
Oh, I know.
Because then if you
right.
lose 50, you can just, it's easier to keep track of it that way.
I'm a gambling champion. Watch out. I'm here.
True. All the pulls you've done on Genshin.
That's different. That's free to play. 15 gold this time.
Okay. All right. You win again. For 15 gold. That is.
Do I stick to even numbers with zeros at the end?
No, sorry, I'm just. That's 5 gold.
Slowly making my way up.
Yep.
Alright. About when do I get a double D20?
See how you go on this next one.
Alright, 20 gold this time.
Okay. You win again.
Gambling's profitable.
Alright, so another 5 gold. Now you get advantage.
Alright, going for the big 30. Please don't somehow roll on that one.
Okay.
Guys, I found a bug in the system. Mech
How
has terrible luck.
much gold did you put down for that one?
30 in this case?
30. So that's 10 gold.
Alright.
Alright.
Do I go big or do I go home? That is the real
Go
question.
big. Go big.
Do what your heart tells you to do.
Alright, 100 gold it is.
Okay.
Oh, Mech,
Mm.
quick question.
Yeah.
Would I don't know if it's too late because you've just rolled. Would I be able to somehow like sneak a better card into Maury's hand or something?
You don't need to, I'm already rolling at advantage.
Dola doesn't know what those words mean.
Well, how would you go about doing it?
Well, I know Maury has multiple packs of cards on him.
Uh-oh.
He slips in one of the illusion deck.
Please don't make me summon a dragon.
Come on, that would be great.
I would know the difference between Maury's magic cards and regular cards.
Would you?
Maury's magic cards have sexy women on the back of them.
Now, what do you think that is? I think we need to get you to the strip club and give you an autonomy.
Okay. So for that, you get putting down 100. That is 40 gold profit.
Fuck yeah.
As you're sort of as you on a win streak, a crowd begins to form around you.
That's exactly what I don't want to happen.
And let's do this. a woman sort of comes up next to you and places her hands on your shoulders and sort of says, you hear in your head, if you win the next game, I would like to show you something. And this is the
I see you've learned your lesson. You've showed me the character beforehand. I'm gonna tilt my head over towards the lady and whisper towards her. That's very nice, but I don't tend to stick around that long.
Don't say. Just say I'm not interested in no hoes.
I don't think Mori wants to be a Lushu.
Mac, I'm concerned by the quantity of squid thoughts you have images of.
Yeah.
Actually, true.
Do we need
Yeah.
to
Where are you
hold an
getting-
intervention?
You haven't repeated a single one yet.
Yep.
Mac, next Sunday we're having an intervention.
uh-huh.
You're not meant to tell him about them.
Yeah, it's
Surprise.
supposed to be
I
a surprise.
I lied. It's not an intervention. What are you on about?
Well,
Mac, just by any chance, can you tell me the exact address where you live so I can just show
no.
up?
Why would I want
You
you at
sure?
my house?
Because I'm quite poggers.
I'd like to look at your homework folder, Mac.
Hey, I told you guys I was doing some prep work for the plane of water. Be happy.
I don't need to know the prep work. You can stop. You don't need to mention it ever again.
No.
Yeah, I think you've done some research
Be
happy.
for your
Question
spare
not.
time. Yeah, I think you've done some research for your spare time.
Oh my
Don't-
gosh.
don't be lying to
Grow
us.
the fuck up.
Haven't we discussed the fact that Casper's the youngest? He doesn't get to grow up.
Yeah.
You guys acting
Just
like
let
you haven't
the man
seen. You guys acting
have a-
like you haven't seen women in your life.
What if I haven't?
I haven't. I don't
Huh?
leave my room.
Okay.
The truth to the fact is, it's up to you to decide how
So-
true that is.
I forgot what you said, Maury.
He's not interested, basically.
Yes, I'm just basically trying to politely tone her down.
And she takes her hands off your shoulders, but not before quickly running finger across your shoulders as she walks off and says, "It's your loss."
Probably is, honestly, but
Plot
it's
twist,
one I'm
these
willing to take.
bitches are all siren.
Also, really quickly, what? This is a Triton lady, correct?
Let me check. No, she is no, she's a sea elf.
Ah. See, I was just talking people's heads, huh?
What was that?
Do sea elves have the ability to talk in other people's heads?
Oh, this one does.
Well, she does.
That's a point of concern. Okay.
But it also do be kind of kinky.
Alright, I think this will be my last roll of the night then. I'll put forth another 100 gold.
Alright.
Win or lose, this is where it goes.
Okay.
And I'll say this out loud towards the dealer and crowd. Mac, is there a way for me to lose against you?
You could intentionally
Hey Mac,
bust.
just out of curiosity, I'm not gonna play any more games after this. Roll 3 d20s. Right now. Okay, so 7 versus your 11, 11 versus your 7, so you actually would have won, and you would have won the last ones. Thank God I stopped!
You got it at the right time.
If she was a
Okay.
compulsive gambler, he would have spent all of his money.
That was another 100 gold you put down, so 40.
I'm so good at this. I've got them lucky hands.
Mm. Yeah. So the way that sort of went is you were counting and you sort of you intentionally folded as to not bust and lose all your winnings and such. Yeah, just generally speaking, throughout
see.
the entire course of that, you got dealt fairly good hands. So rough night for the
Hey.
house.
Darren, it's not that bad.
The house now want all their money back. They are angry.
That's alright, I'm gonna pay for the bathhouse anyway, so they're gonna get some of it. Well, thank you for the hospitality, and this has been lovely, but I think I'll take my leave before I lose all my money.
The other contestants at the table nod, and some of them look relieved that you're gone. Taking all our money.
That I am. Thank you for
They're
your
just
time,
mad
gentlemen.
because bad.
Bad 'cause mad.
Type yawn in chat.
GG's.
Hit him with the GG easy.
Gotta
Okay.
give him that very specific smiley face.
So you spent about probably 20 minutes there, give or take. Probably 20-30 minutes, yeah. So what's next?
Well, thank you for sticking with me, guys, during about that. That was very fun. Also, that fish
As
lady talked to me.
as a professional bouncer, I can tell when things are gonna go downhill.
Yes.
Let's be real, you shit yourself when she started talking to you. You thought she was gonna come and tell you that you're cheating.
A little bit, but like, it wasn't like I had an escape plan. I mean, a lightning bolt kind of clears out a room, regardless, you know?
And a city.
It is not a good plan.
It was a plan.
Especially since we're underwater.
Exactly. It was a plan.
Mech, is the bubble city big enough to cast what's that spell where it makes it like a giant thunderstorm and zap stuff?
That's called summoning the castle.
Storm of Vengeance.
Yeah, the 9th level spell. That's really
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. Storm of Vengeance. What's that? 360 foot radius. I think the city might be slightly bigger than that. Yeah, it would be bigger than that. That cloud would only take up probably half of the city, I'd say.
Aspirin's brain goes brr, 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 brr.
Fair enough. Yeah, so you guys exit the gambling room
Mm-hmm.
as I accidentally back out of Roll20. Very fun.
Very nice.
We're free. We're in control.
No.
Alright, I'm gonna steal from the game. Ah.
I have returned.
We didn't touch anything.
Especially not the girls.
Roll deception. Alright, so what's next on you guys' agenda?
Anyone want to see any sites in particular?
Has anything happened with me? With a
Yeah,
patient
so you went to the hospital, you waited a bit, you got lucky, you only had to wait like 20 or so minutes before a nurse was available, and came to you, and she she tells you that she can, while they don't teach here, there are books over in one of the many libraries in the city where you can potentially learn from them.
I say thank you. I leave.
Alright. You head to a library to study, or
No, I'll do that tomorrow.
okay.
Still got a day or so worth of it.
Yeah. Alright, so as you guys make your way back into the main lobby, you do see Max and Theo walk through the front doors. And Max does notice you guys, and he waves to you all and comes over with Theo in tow and says, "You guys are still here. You must be enjoying yourselves.
Something like that.
How is it? How's the baths? Were they as good as I said?"
I could not believe the amount of gravel I had inside my ear.
It wasn't just his ear.
I could, to be honest.
How much gravel are we talking?
Like a good beer mug full.
Enough to make the bottom of the pool look like a beach.
That's impressive, I must say.
There's a lot of room in there.
Well, what are you all going to do now?
Are there any other things you recommend doing in the city?
In the city, not really sure. The stalls in the central plaza are pretty good. And I'll head back to the city map. He mentions this area here. The stalls there, they serve some pretty tasty food. It's unique to the Plane of Water. I believe had some. What were they called, CEO? And she says they were called sea shark tacos.
Oh,
Sea shark tacos?
Sea shark.
shut the fuck up, Ben.
Isn't every shark from the sea?
What about
Please tell me you just said shart.
You're a bit fixated on this for some reason, don't you?
Well, yeah, it's odd. We asked why they're called sea sharks, and it was because there's apparently an enclosure of sorts nearby the city of Glass where they breed sharks, and this comes from there. And for some reason they name them sea sharks. But I must say, they taste really nice.
Shark fin soup is illegal in some places.
Well, we're about to head off to the bathhouse. Have you guys had a chance to get acquainted with all the services this place has to offer?
What
I enjoyed the
services
bathhouse,
do you
and that's
mean?
it.
What was that, Sherry?
I'm trying to get it to admit that he's like a horny old man who's just there to go look at the women, so I ask what services he means.
What makes you think he's old?
Well,
He's old in spirit.
He looks about 30.
Old in spirit.
He says, "Well, I know you've been to the bathhouse. Just saw you come out from the gambling room. Have you seen the performances they put on in there?
I didn't see any performers in the gambling room.
Not there. And he gestures to the strip club. Aside from the obvious there is, if you head inside, a bar and a dance floor of sorts. That's where all the music is coming from.
Unfortunately, I don't feel like dancing.
Roll a performance check.
Oh no.
You done it to yourself.
That's the sound of someone shitting themselves.
It was you, Maury.
Above
No.
average.
Okay,
Interesting.
it sounded like how Dolo sang it, how Ben sang it right there.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wait,
I
are you
am
singing average?
what was that, sorry, sure?
You just called his singing average.
Thank
No,
you.
I've called his singing a 12. I never said it was average.
But your singing is a 12.
At most, I enjoyed the bathhouse.
Are you even there, Lucia?
Is this at the bar or at the sanctuary?
No, this is still at the sanctuary.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
I'd probably be about middle of town, between Leviathan's Lair and there.
Okay.
Vibing.
Alright. In that case, you would actually see Erassus walking by on the walking towards a sort of this building here. You catch that he seems to notice you, but he doesn't. He tries to play it off like he hasn't and continues walking, taking on a shy demeanor.
I leave him be. I do not want to pry into people's private life.
Okay.
Unless it's Dollars, in which case, I'll annoy him.
What have I ever done to any of you?
Sounds like someone's clingy.
It's true.
That person is Aspen.
Aspen's clingy. I'm annoying. I'm like the annoying friend you have that you just can't get rid of.
And that's mutually exclusive. Why?
E.
Yeah.
I'd probably be heading out, just like at the start of the bridge, just waiting.
Okay. Alright, so you head there. Yeah, so Max and Seo, they bid you you guys in the sanctuary farewell as they walk together, holding each other's hands towards the bathhouse.
Horny.
Everything has to be like sexually connotated, so
I
What
can't
do
hear you far away, Maury.
yeah, I know.
What are you all doing?
Does anyone have a preference? Because
I don't really have any other things I wanted to do.
Honestly,
No,
I think the only thing they mentioned to us was the bathhouse.
yeah, so the thing is, we have to take a long rest before we can venture out.
Well, we still have to wait at least like 24, 19 hours. So
Yeah, it's been about
2 days?
It's been about 4 or 5 hours since you had that meeting with the captain. So 19 hours minimum. So yeah.
So, this is what I'm thinking. We go drinking for 11 hours, then do a long rest, then we go out.
Look, it's not the worst idea you've had.
How scary is that fact?
I mean, we do have the tankard of wine and Maury's prestidigitation.
Yeah.
You could make the wine taste like fruit.
The wine already tastes like fruit.
Without the alcohol taste, then you could trick Lucian.
True. Our goal for the next 24 hours should be to get Lucio absolutely fucking
Yeah.
smashed.
Yeah.
And then
The only-
leave him in the fucking bathhouse and see if anything.
The only reason
Okay,
we
so-
got fucking smashed on that one drink last time was because fucking, what was it, Leroy ordered the strongest thing for me.
Yeah.
Well, if we're gonna go drinking, Mac, I will, whenever Lucy looks away from his water, I'm gonna sleight of hand vodka into it.
Well, no, but it has to have the prestidigitation on it too.
Why?
Because otherwise he'll taste it and not drink it.
Vodka doesn't
Yeah.
have any taste.
Yes, it does.
It has
It
Bernie,
does.
and Lucio is very good at tasting Bernie. Sarah,
Courtesy
It's
of
not that
Saren.
hard to cast prestidigitation without somebody knowing.
Alright, well, Maury can do the casting at the same time that I'm doing this.
Yeah, it's easy.
Flawless plan.
But that'll happen next time with Dragon Ball Z.
Okay, so you guys go to leave, but you get stopped by a water elemental. Says to you in Primordial, you need to pay your fee.
We're good.
At the reception. So for the bathhouse, 10 gold each, and because you went into the gambling room, that's 2 gold.
I'm
Okay,
impressed
well.
they charged for the gambling room, especially considering most people would leave without money.
Yeah, no, they do.
They're
I make
fucking
double
rude.
profits.
Yeah.
That or
yeah.
they turn
Two-
him into a
2 gold each for the gambling room.
That's alright, I made the winnings. I'll pay for the people's.
That's how they get you. If you can't pay your debt, you become a seagull. I just uncovered all of this.
Effective Lucio.
Okay, and so you guys pay your fees and you head back out into the city. Heading down the bridge, you see Lucia is waiting for you all by the side of the bridge.
Did you have fun?
I have to go to a library.
No then.
Well, okay then. I don't need to be personally attacked like that, but sure.
Are you a library, Maury?
I never said it in a bad way.
Is Maury a library now?
I
You
wasn't
just
before.
turn into a library like I'm going to become Switzerland. Wow, wow. No one got it? Okay.
I did not. I'm very sorry.
Okay, so where are you guys heading? Back to Leviathan's lair.
Yeah.
All right.
I was referencing that meme.
Very good.
All right.
Now we get to watch Dolo do the sleight of hand rolls.
Except it's Mori turning into a bookshelf.
Okay. All right. So you guys arrive at Leviathan's lair. You order your drinks, and you start getting smashed, I guess. How long are you guys doing this for?
Until Lucio is drunk enough so that we can leave him in the bathhouse. We've been through this, Mac.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
Lucio, what are you having to drink?
Water!
Okay.
Wacko, what is he really having to drink?
Mac, do they have anything? Do they have moonshine?
Oh god. we're
That's
going
a
that hard.
dangerous one.
Oh my god.
Unregulated. I see how we're going.
I would say they I'd say they have something equivalent.
Mariana Shine. From the Mariana Trench.
I want some of that good, like 80 to 90% shit.
But that's gonna take a lot of prestidigitation to
Yeah.
change.
You say this to Willie, and he says, "I can sell it to you, but it's gonna be it's not gonna be cheap."
Alright, just put it on Maury's tab.
Hello, I will cut off your arms to pay off the tab.
Can I pay the price in silver?
He won big at the casino today.
I'm about to win big in the human body organ trading market.
What in the human body organ training?
Just you wait.
Well, if you're looking for that, I guess I gotta bring out the house special. So he reaches into, so he sort of ducks down behind the counter and dollar. You can see him going to a cupboard that has a lock on it, and he takes a key and he unlocks it, and he brings it out, and it's a yeah. So on the title of the name of the drink is called Leviathan's Lust.
Why is everything so sexual here?
So what did Janase? And I think
They're all
Aspen is-
permanently wet.
I was about to say there's a wetness joke here, and I just can't think of it.
You mean moist?
No.
Moist towelettes.
Don't make me put you in the corner, Lucia.
You have to give it time.
Are you looking for... How many glasses are you looking for of this?
Like 2 glasses full, but could you put it in my hip flask, please?
Looking to take it out on adventures?
Something like
Yeah.
Are you... You're not trying to actually do that, are you?
I wink at him.
Make a deception.
Really deceiving wink.
I
It's
will
an incredibly
add,
deceptive
I imagine it's
I
like
will
one of
add
those.
Flash of Genius.
It's
What does
one of
that
those
do?
cartoon winks
+5.
where it automatically makes a.
Dirty 20.
So a 25.
No,
No,
that was with
3
your
plus
modifier already
5.
in.
Oh.
Dirty 20. Okay, it says...
Naughty, naughty boy.
Why is he Apu?
Apu na has been a better one.
He says... Alright, who am I to judge if this gets you killed? So he takes your flask and he slowly pours... he carefully pours some of it into your flask. And you can see that the liquid is a... it's a sort of a dark purple color.
Oh, I thought you wanted something clear like moonshine or, well, okay, like vodka.
And yeah,
Or you can also change the color of it, can't you?
yeah, prestidigitation, you can change the color and flavor. Yeah, it's like this dark purple liquid that pours into your flask, and he said he looks at the bottle for a sec and then puts it down. And any other glasses alongside that?
Yeah, just, you know, a couple of beers.
Couple of beers. All right. So he puts the Leviathan's Lust back in its cupboard and locks it.
Very good.
And he gets how many beers you looking for?
4.
Gotcha. So he grabs up 4 mugs and pours them out. The amount that I gave you of that drink, that's going to be 30 gold.
On the tab, like I said.
I
Yes.
slide him 30 gold, and I give a pointed look towards Stellar. And a smile.
Thank you. And as for these drinks here, they are 3 silver each.
I toss him an additional amount of money that equals that. I pat Dolo on the shoulder.
Good work.
12 silver.
Teamwork.
12 silver, 1 gold, and 2 silver.
Very nice.
Do enjoy. Be careful with that drink. It's very strong.
It's known to explode.
Alright. So you have...
And yeah, anytime Lucy looks away, I'ma just a little bit in there.
Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna have Lucy make a perception check and Dolo make sleight of hand.
Very good.
And I
Make
will
Good
more
rolls.
flashes.
Your good rolls, that's my good rolls.
Alright, have you rolled?
He's rolled.
Okay.
Natural 20 for the first one.
Okay.
I forgot you have advantage.
Is
Yeah.
is Dolo gonna not Dolo, is Lucia gonna have to start rolling with disadvantage? Because, alcohol.
Soon.
Um,
Soon.
So, what I'm also wondering about, can I use my reaction flash of genius for Dolo?
He already has advantage. You don't need to go that
No.
far.
Could he?
No.
Could he, if necessary?
I mean,
Yeah, could I? Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I've just put half of the fucking bottle into his glass
So-
in that one.
So the way I'm going to rule your flash of genius is that Dolo's going to have to roll first, and then you do the flash of genius before Lucy rolls.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll roll. I'll roll later.
Actually, let me just double check the rules of flash of genius because I think it's before you know the result of the roll.
It doesn't say anything. It just, as a reaction,
Let's see.
yeah,
Flash
when
of
I or
genius.
another...
When you or another creature you can see within 30 feet of you makes an ability check or saving throw. It doesn't say.
And I have 5 of those, so
Don't-
3 left.
It doesn't say, so I'm just going to say you need to do it before you know whether it fails or succeeds. So
Yep.
So yeah, Dolo will be rolling first. So yeah, with that first one, I assume Mori, you are on standby to press to digitate.
I'm just like drinking
colour.
out my cup and then waving my hand in its direction subtly when it happens.
Okay. Go ahead. No, I don't think I'll get you to roll. So yeah, Lucy, you sort of yeah. What's going on in the tavern at the moment is that there's a performance going on. There's a bard up at the sort of the mini stage that's in the tavern, and you can see he's putting on a light show of sorts with a dancing lights cantrip as he begins to play his instrument. Looks like a half orc holding a lute as he begins to play and sing, and see how well of a performance it is. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good performance. He continues to play, and Lucy, you sort of get drawn into the performance and look towards you. You're sort of a bit mesmerized by the lights as they begin to take on the many shapes of different animals and such as they sort of bounce around the crowd. And that's when Dolo slips in. I'd say about a third of the drink into your water, and Mori quickly prestidigitates the color and the flavor away. Actually, for the flavor, Mori, make an Arcana check for me.
Oh, sure, Kento.
because it's really strong stuff. 25. Okay, yeah. All right. So, and Lucia, you go and drink your water again. Make a Constitution save for me. Where is my save for this?
There is no save. He dies.
I need to make another check.
I'm just having a look. Where did I write it down? Okay, yeah. So you met the DC on that one.
Meets
Yeah.
it, beats it.
Meets it, beats it. So you drink your water, everything's fine. You're,
I'm gonna eat some of my jerky.
yeah, you sort of chow down on some jerky while you're doing
My
this.
nice oily jerky.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I didn't need that descriptor, if I'm honest.
Okay.
Oily
I don't think.
All right.
I don't
Jerky's not
think.
meant to be oily. I'll be
Yeah,
honest.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's why I got
Chinese-
You just insulted the chef in the group. Congrats.
It's wet from
Yeah.
the bathhouse. He managed to sneak some in.
Oh no.
Bath jerky.
So go ahead and make another sleight of hand, Dolo.
Alright. Casper, are you doing anything? Because this is when you have to do it.
Well, no,
No,
he does it.
after you roll.
He does it after
Oh,
your
it's
roll. After your roll, before
Yeah.
Lucia rolls.
Oof.
I will flash Virginia, so it's up to 27.
Okay. Lucia, go
Even
ahead.
if I
go
wait,
ahead and
no,
go ahead and
I
make a
have to get a
perception.
19 or higher.
Possible. Give it a go.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna lucky.
Wait.
Okay.
No, don't worry about it.
Okay.
That's
So.
my final.
So yeah, Dolo, you do it again. You pour a bit more into his drink, and yeah, Lucia, you once again sort of get drawn into the performance. Your mind wanders a little bit as you sort of get a brief flashback to the scene that you accidentally witnessed at the Reigning Sanctuary with the strip club, and you just sort of shake your head, get that out of your mind. And Dolo, during sort of a bit of downtime, you pour it in. Murray does the same thing. And you take another drink. Go ahead. Yeah, for this, make a con save at disadvantage, because even though you did pass,
Ah!
still...
20.
Alright, yeah,
30, 20.
very nice. So he's still drinking his drink. Lucia doesn't seem to be getting too drunk.
That's fine. I got plenty more of it.
Yeah, you've got I would say you have one more of well, depending on your next roll, you might have one or two more doses to pour in. So yeah, go ahead, make another sleight of hand.
I will flash Virginia, so it's a 32.
Oof.
There's no point me saving. I can't.
Yeah.
There's no point. I can't get that, and crits don't matter unless it's in a fucking fight.
Just roll. Roll with
Just amuse the DM.
roll
just
with
roll.
disadvantage. Roll with disadvantage because you're getting drunk. Okay.
22.
22. Yeah. All right. So, Lucia, you're looking around. You watch as the sea elf that approached you earlier at the the bathhouse enters into the tavern with another another female accompanying her. They seem to be chatting and giggling. This is the one that is accompanying her.
I shouldn't be surprised.
And that's a 5th new image we have so far.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck?
We've already been through this. Extensive research has been had.
Yes.
Mech had these well before this game ever started.
Actually, before we even started playing D&D.
I got these today.
Yeah, sure,
A
buddy.
likely
Sure.
story.
I'm serious. I can show you the
Hi,
dates.
Sirius. I'm Ben.
He can show you the web history.
I can show you the dates they were created and modified.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
He's probably switched his system PC clock over.
What makes you modify them?
Opening them and saving.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like you pulled it open in Photoshop and did something to them. I'm like, okay, Mac, hang on, that's a step too far.
Even for you.
Nothing's a step too far for me. But anyway, yeah, they enter. And Lucia, you're distracted by she actually notices you and she shoots you she winks at you. But carries on nonetheless, and the two of them sit down at a table, sort of across the room from you. And yeah, Dolo, while he's distracted, you quickly slip in a little bit more. You've got like a 5th left in the vial.
Very good.
So, Luciu, make another con save with disadvantage. Okay. So, you're not quite sure if it's you being slightly I guess flustered, just recalling the approaches that woman made on you earlier, a couple hours ago, or if it's the alcohol that you don't know is in your drink. But you feel yourself becoming lightheaded and slightly tipsy, and just sort of place both your hands on the table and just, how do you react to being now drunk?
I'll try and cast a lesser restoration.
Okay. Mario, do you want to do anything?
Counterspell.
Do people
Counterspell.
realize they counterspell when it happens?
Well, the way I would do this is, if you do try to counterspell it, I will get you to make a sleight of hand check to see if you can do it subtle enough to where Luciu doesn't notice, and he'll be making his perception at disadvantage.
Wait, what is happening?
I'm rolling to counterspell his lesser restoration.
So, do you want to counterspell?
Oh, fuck yeah, I do.
Okay, so go ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
Inspiration.
Flash of genius. Flash of genius.
That's not going to beat my AC.
It's not AC.
It's not
It's your perception, and you're doing it with disadvantage.
Oh, we're tying.
12. Is there a way for me to...
So do we roll?
So,
let me double check something.
So we'll just wait.
Ah, fuck. No, don't worry about it.
Okay, so 12. So, meets it, beats it. So I would say, because Luciu is the one going against Mori's sleight of hand, he would notice this. So, Luciu, you see, just briefly out of the corner of your eye, Mori mutters something, and his hand sort of waves a bit behind his glass, and you go to cast your Lesser Restoration, but it doesn't work.
Okay.
And you still feel tipsy.
I'm gonna get up and go to the bathroom.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you get up, you sort of make make a dexterity save.
Oh no, me shoes!
11. Yeah. Okay. You're stable. Yeah.
Wait, isn't save with disadvantage when you're at this point?
Um. No, that would be its ability checks right now. That's
Okay.
at disadvantage, not saving throws.
You know what? I'm gonna take the potion of vitality. Can't counterspell that.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. So you sort of stand up from the table and you almost stumble and fall over, but you manage to catch yourself, and then you'll walk towards the bathroom. Do any of you do anything?
I'll call it Lucia, are you okay?
I'm gonna as I'm chugging the potion of vitality.
Okay.
Out of curiosity, did you start drinking the potion at the table or once you'd walked off?
I was walking off. I'd say I'd pull it out about halfway to the toilet.
While he's in the bathroom, I say really, really quickly, should we fill his drink up all the way?
I mean, Maury,
Okay.
are you able to make it taste like water if it's just straight alcohol?
Oh yeah, no, of course. It's just a matter of if he's
So,
gonna drink
I'm-
from the exact glass.
Drunk counts as poison, right?
Yeah.
So I'm cured.
You are cured. So yeah, you
Can I roll
you-
like
you-
perception as I enter the bathroom? Or as I leave to see if they are pouring it?
yeah, you can at disadvantage.
Wait, what do you do?
I'm leaving the bathroom. I only went in to chug the potion.
So
Yeah, but in the time you've done that, we would have, like, done it. There's nothing to see once you come back. Right? It doesn't
Also,
take
you
that long.
never caught us doing it, so that's technically metagaming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I've noticed something's wrong with me.
Yeah, that's fair. You're sick. You've got the COVID.
so
Yes, the
so-
D&D variant.
so
Maybe
Lucy,
you just got underwater herpes.
So-
like,
So Lucia, are you taking you're taking the potion in the bathroom?
Yes.
Yes.
And then I'm immediately leaving after I finish it.
Okay. So you take the potion. Takes about a few seconds to sort of set in, but as you do, your head becomes clearer. Your legs, you get back feeling in your legs. You're not as wobbly as you were before, and you feel fine. And you don't feel as tired. You feel rejuvenated. And your head is clearer.
Okay.
Do I need to roll for the sleight of hand?
Well, when are you making that? Did you
Whilst
say?
he's in the toilet.
I'm asking Lucia. Did you make that check as you were heading in or coming out?
When I was heading in, when I was heading out, sorry, because
Ah.
it only took a few seconds. So
Well, either way, when you're heading out, you wouldn't see them. They would have already done it.
okay.
So yeah, as he sort of heads into the bathroom, because the bathroom is a bit away from the main room. So sort of as you round the corner, they would do it, and it's like 10 seconds, and then you come back type thing. So he's gone for a little bit. There's plenty of time for them to pour in the rest.
Okay.
So yeah, you come back. Everyone's sort of about halfway on their beers.
I looked at Dolo. Anything happened while I was gone?
Just a whole lot of this, and I drink my beer.
Inside. I'm kidding.
that was a quick bathroom trip, buddy. You doing okay? You feeling fine?
More balls.
Yeah, I'm fine. I think
It's
I'll head to
Sorry.
bed after. I'm in the
You're
bed
stored
after
in the
this.
balls.
Does my water look fuller than before?
make your passive perception. The fifth, I would say, yeah, it does look fuller than before. Like it was looking like endless as you were drinking it, but you were just sort of getting drunk. You didn't pay too much mind.
I
to it.
would also say there's probably a jug on the table, and I
Yeah.
know Dolo would fill up other people's drinks from the water jug
Yeah,
if they were low.
Aspen would too.
Yeah, but just like not even filling up his glass that much. Like it's there was only a fifth left in your vial, and that's not an entire glass. So he would notice that it's filled a little bit.
I didn't order a refill.
It's water. It's free.
Well, you weren't looking well, so we thought we'd get you a little more, you know? I am happy to roll deception. Gonna put that out there.
Yeah.
I mean,
Shall I counterplay it?
it's up to you. You can choose to believe her or have quarrels with what Saren
Nah,
says.
if it was anyone else, I would, but I'm okay with Saren. I go fine, but I really didn't want to. I wanted to finish it up and then go, so I might only take half.
Bro, it's water. You can just leave it there.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Then I go to bed.
Yeah.
Okay. Wishu has avoided the bathhouse.
Mission almost accomplished.
Almost.
Yep. Oh
Um,
yeah, Aspen proves a valid point. I can just leave water.
Yeah. No shit.
Alright, well, I think with that we'll end the session there.
Fair enough.